Are you... What is going on, dude? Okay, this is oh my god, are you fucking kidding me, bro? I don't know why it's doing that. I have had no troubles with my internet the entire day. There should be no troubles with the internet. There is none. The lo-fi hip-hop is not doing anything wrong. Why the fuck is it doing that? Maybe it's a problem with my OBS? Oh my god. That's really gay. Okay. Oh no, I hope that doesn't... Does that... Because now it says session is at only at 48 seconds. Shit. Does that, Does that, like, redo the entire stream? It does! Fuck, I have, like, 3 highlights in my stream and the fucking VOD video producer now. That's awesome. Yeah! I love it. There's... Okay. Here's the deal. If it does that again, I'm going to have to troubleshoot something. I don't know what the fuck is doing. I don't know why it's doing that. There's really no reason it should be. My internet should be fucking fine. It should be peachy. I've had literally zero trouble with this the entire week. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Let's hope, that it just works. I don't know. Maybe I have too many tabs open? That should not have anything to do with the internet. I don't know. Okay, well, instead of complaining about the internet, that's great entertainment, guys. Hey, I'm glad you're here, listening to me, complain about the internet. There's no fucking reason why I should be doing that. Okay, well, it says 0 frames dropped right now, so, let's just hope it stays that way. So anyways, as you can tell by the title, I'm animating as many VTubers as possible. Yet again, still working on this project. It still probably won't be done for like another week. But hey, I finished the line art for Casper, so that's done. And I got an alright amount done with Kuro's line art. And then next I'll do is Girl DM. I'll do Girl DM next for line art. And then we'll just continue onward and so forth. Oh my god, is it doing it again? Okay, no, it's not. It's fine. I saw Twitch buffer for a second. I got scared. My OBS says it's fine. It says no dropped frames at the moment. Let's hope that it stays that way. I have to figure something out with Twitch. I don't like that if your stream like crashes or whatever the hell when you go into your video producer afterwards, it's just got like 20 different instances of your stream where it's got like 5-second VODs and 2-minute VODs and shit. It's like it should just stay all together. I get it. You know, whatever. Fuck it, whatever. Anyways, let's hope that I don't get too much trouble with this shit. We're just gonna work on this. Let's see here. So yeah, as I said, I'm working on Kuro at the moment. Let me see if I can. Should not be. Yeah, it should. That should be fine. Okay. Okay. Boom. All right. Let's get to work, guys. Enough dilly-dallying. So yeah, now, so I finished the frames here of this dance, and all I have to do is just flip it over here to the same thing, and I just have to like delete some of the shit here and then fix it. But I have to fix the arm here because this is not correct. Because as you see here, that arm has this like thing at his elbow, or this is his elbow. What do you call this thing here? Wait, what do you call that? Inside of elbow name. Cubital fossa. No one's calling it that. Alright, so we're gonna just call it the inside of the elbow. So the inside of the elbow here, you see it there. But then when he flips here, I didn't do that correctly. I forgot to add the inside of the elbow right there. So we're gonna have to jerry-rig this thing together. Put the inside of the elbow right here. But Otherwise, it's not too much trouble to just go and put the rest of the shit here. So, bada bing, bada boom. And then, of course, I skipped over these 2 frames. These 2 I actually have to straight up do the line art for. But that's okay. And then I've got all this shit here I have to do. But that's alright. You know? It's okay. It's alright. It's cool. I wanted to be... I wanted this video... I kind of was being unrealistic. Let's be real. I was being unrealistic. I said I was going to have this entire animation done with all the different VTubers. And even a behind-the-scenes video done and uploaded by, like, what, fucking... yesterday? Or today? That was a little bit unrealistic. But we're making do now. It's fine. We're making do. I still have to do the rough animation for 2 more, because I wanted to do 7 total to make up for the 7 instances of pop step that appears right here in the frame. Because if you can see here, if you can count with me, guys, 1. We'll start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7. So I may as well do 7 VTubers to do that. And I've got only 5 that are technically rough animated, so I have to still do 2 more. I think I already mentioned that I was going to do probably Gale Galleon, another pirate VTuber, just because I have an affinity. I can't. What's the word? Affiliation? No. Whatever. I like pirates. So we'll do Gale Galleon for another pirate VTuber. And then probably do the last one is Doki Bird. But, like I said, next video after this, do animating as many VTubers into something like Family Guy or Smiling Friends as possible. And I'll probably do way more VTubers for those. Like maybe 20, 50 even. 100. Okay, maybe not that many, but... maybe I'll do like a stream where I'll put like one of those like round table, whatever the hell they're called, like a spin the wheel thing, and I'll just do that on stream, and you guys can see live which ones get picked, for the roulette. But for now I gotta hunker down and work on this shit. I was working on it all night, but I got distracted. I was looking at, I was doing research, if you can call it that. I was researching like YouTube Shorts, because there's some like actual slop. One of the like you can like I was searching like how to like optimize YouTube Shorts or whatever for my channel and stuff, and you know, get some more viewership and shit from that. And one of the things said, like open up an incognito tab, because then when you open up an incognito tab for YouTube and actually look at the shorts feed on that, you actually get to see pretty much the absolute like lowest common denominator AI slop that has ever graced the, like, you just see the absolute worst, most low effort shit ever that's just plaguing everyone's shorts feeds when you do that. And it's fascinating in a sense. It's fascinating. So I did that, and I noticed that a lot of AI shorts that get thrown into the feed are like these weird stories where it's like it's like a fucking, it's like, how do you, it's like these AI stories of like animals like rescuing people, or like AI videos of like, I saw some that were kind of like somewhat satisfying, which is maybe not so great. It was like these AI videos of like and this one doesn't work here, of like cutting glass or cutting fucking like lava rocks or shit like that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. But most of the ones I saw were like, had to do something with animals, like animals rescuing people, or like humans. Like there was like one where it was like these sea crewmen, these seamen, freaking washing this whale, but like they were using the car wash like things. And you go into the comments, and it really makes you like want to almost like blow your brains out in a sense, or like it I mean, you've heard the saying, I guess, like the dead internet theory, but when you like see these videos, you really start to believe in it. Like, it's definitely not like a theory at all anymore. No, I wouldn't even say you would start to believe in it. It is just a reality at this point, right? Especially with the AI stuff. You look at the comments and it's just like, you look at the comments and it's like, haha, so fun. Or like, it's just nothingness. It's just nothing. It's actually just straight up fucking nothing. And then you look at how many views it has and it's like 120 million views. And it's like, wow. You know, and they're not making like nothing from this either. I know like shorts don't pay much, but they don't make like nothing. They make like a good amount of money. And it's like, huh, fuck. Why not you think of that? So I don't know. I was doing some research though on like how to optimize my shorts. Something about it was like, oh, you know, you can take clips from streams and shit like that. Although it would work better if I was playing games. People would like to see shorts of shit like that as opposed to yapping while animating. However, to be fair, there was the story from my last stream about the fucking yaoi convention I unintentionally went to that I could make into a short or like a video. That was still kind of funny. That was still kind of odd and weird and fucked up in a sort of funny way. But that's a short I can make. Snail Pirate accidentally goes to a yaoi convention. Does he get hard or not? Find out next time. I didn't, by the way. Just so you know. So now, that's my, that's what I'm wasting my fucking life on. That I'm making shitty animations nobody watches. I think this video will do fine. I think it'll do fine. Although I could still use ideas, because I got, like, I gotta, like, find out, because I feel like these videos still take maybe too long. It's like a balance, right? You got to do, you want quantity, but you also want quality. You want to spit shit out, but you also don't want it to be complete and utter shit. And I don't think I have too much of a perfectionist attitude. I think for the most part, I'm pretty decent at trying to get things out in a relatively fast-paced. I've gotten better at it, but I'm still not good at doing it. I mean, look what I'm doing here. I mean, I feel like I'm still trying to be a little bit too perfect with some of these lines when I really don't need to be. So I don't know, maybe it's still something I need to work on. Fuck. Fuck my big chungus life. Fuck my chungus life. I fucking love that stick. Fuck my big chungus smelly fat life. Wow, I'm speaking to fucking nothing. Anyways. How's how are things? How's the life? How are the wife and kids? How are the wife and kids, everyone? Do you guys have wife and kids? Come on. Look at you. 28 years old, looking at your big pot belly right now, watching this stream, and you don't have a wife and come on. I hope that doesn't apply to someone that's actually actively watching. That I probably made them feel existentially dread. Don't worry, I feel shit sometimes. Those thoughts run through my head. 24 years old. I wonder if I went back in time. Even like I don't know, like if we went back, let's go back in time. Let's go back in time to like 2017, where I was like 16 or 17 years old, depending on the point in the fucking year. Probably 16. Would I be proud of where I am right now? This is getting fucking bad, bro. I think there would be some amount of there'd be some amount of like, oh, you know, That's cool. You did this for yourself. That's neat. But I feel like part of my 16-year-old self would probably still be a little bit disappointed. Be like, wow, you still not you still didn't make it as you, but you gave up doing YouTube Let's Plays? Why? God damn. It just wasn't paying the bills. It is interesting. When I started YouTube, technically in like 2013, when I was 12 years old, you know, I was doing the same thing as every other 13-year-old kid was doing. You know, making Minecraft videos and shit, right? But I remember back then I was like really like into it, right? Like I wanted to be a YouTuber, right? I think I even like in my middle school yearbook, if I can even find it, I'm almost certain I think I put in my middle school yearbook before I went to high school. I put like something to the tune of like, oh, when I grow up, I want to become a big YouTuber or something like that. And I think back then, I think the most amount of subscribers I had before I went to high school was like dead ass like 80. I think that's correct. I think if I check my stats and I see like the time period of when I transitioned from middle school to high school, I think I only had like 80 subscribers. And like a lot of my videos would get like only like 3 views or something like that. I remember like back in the day, I'd upload like some fucking like Let's Play, and if it got even like 50 views, I'd consider that like, oh my gosh, this went viral, guys. I did have one video. I had one singular video back then from my Let's Play days that actually did get big, and it was technically like my 3rd video ever. It was and I know why it got big. I know exactly why. So I made oh fuck, oh no, what did I just do? That's not the right pen. Why does it do that? Did I accidentally? Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so I had this, I think it was like my 3rd video ever, and it got 20,000 views or something, which is not a lot, but for back then, especially as a little kid, it was very much a lot. But the reason it got so much was because I named it Minecraft Skeleton Song. And the reason I named it was because I was like in creative mode, and you had like those little spawn eggs, and I just went into some like dark cavern and spawned a bunch of skeletons against the wall, and every time they spawned, they would like, their bones would rattle, and it would like almost sound like some sort of musical melody. And I don't know, I found it funny. I found it endearing. So when I uploaded my little video about it, that was like 3 minutes long, I just named it Minecraft Skeleton Song. Unbeknownst to me, I forgot about the fact that at that time, Minecraft parody songs are kind of a big thing. I wouldn't say unbeknownst to me, like I wasn't watching every single one back then, because I absolutely was. I almost made one. I almost made one of like some Taylor Swift song, I think. I don't remember which one it was, but I almost did. I kind of almost wish I did, because it would have been funny to look back on. But regardless, the point being is that because I named this stupid little 3-minute video Minecraft Skeleton Song, it appeared at like the top of like the search engine when other Minecraft kids were like searching up for their Minecraft parody songs and shit like that, and they would search up sometimes, you know, Minecraft, and then they would search up next to it like song of some like mob or some shit. So there was plenty of kids that were searching up like Minecraft skeleton song, and fucking video got like 20,000 views or some shit, which back then was a lot for me. Although I think if I check the dislike ratio, the like to dislike ratio was really shit, because I didn't intend it, but I feel like, I guess those kids felt slighted. Like they clicked on the video expecting an actual Minecraft parody like song and animation, and it was just some random retarded like 13-year-old kid that made a thing, and he just uploaded it all nonchalant, and I guess that didn't go over well with the other 12-year-olds. So I think I had like a lot of dislikes on it, and I had a lot of like comments that are like, this isn't what I searched for, some shit like that. And I think I responded to some of them. Oh, I remember my friend responded. My friend back in elementary school, middle school, responded to like one of them, like calling me an asshole or something for uploading the video and it not being an actual parody song. And he just told him to like fucking fuck off and kill himself or some shit like that, which I appreciated. It might have been a little bit harsh, but it was warranted, I feel, right? That was good. Those are the good days, you know, when you're just like 12 years old and you're uploading Minecraft parody fucking, not even parodies, like I said, it was just literal Minecraft Let's Plays, but you know, there was a sort of innocence to it. An innocence. Thankfully my innocence wasn't taken away by like the 20,000 different Minecraft pedophiles that were like permeating the internet at that time. What happened to that? That was kind of insane. Oh, you know what? They kind of all went to Friday Night Funkin' instead, I guess. That's where they're all at now. They migrated. They don't do Minecraft anymore. They go to Friday Night Funkin'. Although I feel like even that's kind of outdated now. Where do all the internet pedophiles go to? Do they go to Minecraft or Friday Night Funkin'? I don't know. I don't think I want to know, actually. I think I'm good. I think I'm alright without that knowledge. But yeah, I don't know. I did the thing. I did the like YouTube Let's Play shit for a decent while. I didn't really stop it until like 2016, sometime 2016. So I did it for 3-ish years. But then, yeah, I kind of like gave up a little bit on it. But then it was funny because like nothing ever went well with the the Let's Plays on that channel. But then as soon as I started uploading my animations, then my channel finally started like doing something. Nothing crazy. I mean, I'm only at like 15,000 subscribers right now, which is like nothing to write home about, but it's something. It's something, I suppose. So let's see here. Okay, so in this one I didn't screw up this arm. This arm, I could just do the line art normally. But the top arm, I have to add some extra shit that I don't have in the rough. In the rough animation. I'm hoping by the end of... Well, hopefully by the end of this stream I should be able to finish Kuro's line art. And then... maybe Girl DM's line art. That's my hope. Maybe that's a little bit unrealistic though. I don't know. We'll see. I am a little bit tired. I did stay up all night, but I did sleep a lot throughout the day yesterday, and I've got my coffee. Listen. I had two whole cups of coffee. I drank the first cup already, and I'm already like more than halfway through the other one. So I got like maybe a few more hours of caffeine in me before I probably croak and die. I think I'm drinking too much caffeine recently. It's crazy. Now hit the crack pipe. You know what? True. That's the next one. I think after like 20 minutes, 20 more. I was about to. I was gonna say 20 more like months. No, 20 more minutes from now, the caffeine won't work anymore. Just in general, and I'll have to get the crack pipe out. But hey, how you doing, Henry? How you doing? What time is it over there in the good old fucking Europe or London or wherever the fuck? Dude, that London meetup is soon. It's in like just a little over a week. I wish I could go, but I gotta stack that coin. I gotta make the money. 3:30 p.m. Okay, it's not bad. I feel like this is not a good time, or I feel like this is not a bad time. This is not a bad time to stream, because of the fact that, oh, okay, why did my phone do that? Oh, it's a dating app that says you're unlovable. Yeah, no, this is not a bad time to stream, because for me right now it's only 10:30 a.m. Legit check my. Could you hear that? Did my mic pick up that notification? Could you hear that for real? Fuck. Oh man. Yeah, I got a notification from some retarded dating app that I haven't looked at in 2 months. Okay, that's kind of crazy that I could pick it up. I need to get a new, I feel I need to get a new mic at some point. I feel like the mic I currently have is still a little bit shite. Stay away from dating apps. Yeah, no, I know. They're not good. I haven't really checked. I like still have them on my phone, but I haven't checked, I haven't really like actually used, I haven't actually used them in quite a little bit. I've kind of, every time I look at them, it kind of makes me want to do unspeakable things to my face. Like maybe take a shotgun to it or something. I don't own a shotgun though. Yeah. So now I do this so that it looks like it's actually a sleeve and not just whatever the fuck. Boom. Although I did fuck this up here. What the fuck? I once met up with a lady on a dating app with a pool of blood in the corner of her room that she said she hadn't cleaned up for 1.5 years. Dude, you found her. You found the elusive, mysterious femcel, right? Femcels, I feel like that's a thing, right? Where they rot in the room. You did it. You found the one. You found her. You found the femcel. They exist. Oh my gosh. You found her and you didn't even... Did she have like Kanata fucking posters? Did she have like Lucky Star posters in her room? Did she have like Asuka cosplay in the corner? If she had that too, then you fucked up. You fucked up. I walked out of bed in the middle of the night. And she stole a can of soda, walked home. Wait, I feel like you've told me this story before. I feel like I've heard this before. Walked home like 11 miles. Walking home 11 miles. That's like... How long would that take? There's got to be like at least... kilometers, I mean. I don't fucking know what the difference is. And isn't it pretty close? Yeah, it took hours. I would imagine it would take like almost like fucking 10, right? No? Maybe? I don't know. It's not a long... That's not a short trek by any means. I don't think I've ever walked... maybe. Maybe when I was in Japan I walked 11 miles. You know what? I probably did. I probably walked 11 miles at some point. But it's 4 hours? Yeah, then I've definitely walked something like that before. But that's still quite a lot to walk. I need to walk more. I probably should go out for a walk after this stream before I knock myself out. But yeah, no, dude, Henry, I was talking earlier. I was saying I was spending some night working on this, but I was also watching or like doing research on those short things. I've got some ideas. I've got some ideas for a second channel to do some dumb, shitty slop content. So he messaged me while I was walking and asked me why I left. What the fuck? Dude, I think on dating apps, what did I do? Dating apps. I think for dating apps, I technically went... See, the thing is I've never... I don't feel like I've technically been on a date with a dating app. I went with this one girl... like maybe like 2-3 times to like show her around the city, but the problem was she was like a foreign girl, and I don't feel it was very much just like, oh, here's a nice guy that's just showing me around the city, and I don't want anything else from this. I just want a free tour guide. I was like, well, that was cool. That was a fucking waste of time. And then this other one where we met up, but at that point we had already like decided that we'd only be friends at most, so it wasn't a date there either. So I never really had any major luck with those things. And when you go on those apps anyways, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Most of the women on there you don't want to actually date. It's not good. Yeah, well, I wouldn't even say they were needy desperate though. It just, one of them just pretty much was like, I was their tour guide for the city, and then the other one we pretty much agreed that it's like, you know, we matched and everything, and we can hang out for this like one concert thing. But even before we hung out with the concert IRL, we were already like, oh, let's just stay friends or just be, you know, mutuals, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because at that point, it's like you're not even technically friends; you're just barely talking. Well, what country was the gal from? The first gal from Japan. She was from Japan. She didn't even have a shit ton of. She had okay English. whoa. But I didn't go anywhere. I was literally just basically a tour guide, bro. So I was like, well, all right, well, you know, it is what it is. Did you speak? I did a little bit. This was a while ago. This was like back in 2022, I think, like fall of 2022 or something like that. So yeah, I did speak a little bit to her, but I did spend a decent amount of time speaking English as well. But you know, I tried being, you know, Nihongo Jozu. But regardless, that was yeah, I was mostly just fucking like a tour guide. It was something like, so here's this museum, wow, sugoi, and here's this big famous park, wow, and then we'll basically never talk again after that. Yeah. So it is what it is. You can't find true love through dating apps, guys. All right, that's just the end all be all. It's just not worth it. I don't know how you do find true love. I don't know. You know what I need? One of you lucky gals out there, I need a VTuber girlfriend. That's what I need a VTuber girlfriend. Yes, sir. That's what I need. Babology department. Yeah, I like to babble. You need a gal that says funny words. Yeah. The ones that start with which letters again? Babology. Babology. Oh, you said babology, not babology. I got both. With V. Yeah, I'm not saying it again, you freak. Dude, I just got hunger pangs like a motherfucker. I didn't eat any breakfast. I feel super hungry all of a sudden. I've just had coffee for the last several hours. I still think I need to edit that clip together, Henry, and post it to like TikTok or something. I'm not posting it to YouTube Shorts though. No one in my family can watch that. But maybe to TikTok I can post that. That would be kind of funny. Sounds like a very healthy lifestyle. Yeah, I know, right, dude? I stayed up all night. Coffee. I had pizza rolls like a few hours ago. I probably have eye bags to my fucking floor. It's so great. But you know, I'm trying to make it. So I'm trying to spend like as much time as possible working on this shit, and then fucking researching. I've been watching so many like different like I mentioned the other stream. I'm watching like Ludwig videos and shit like that, where it's just like, this is how you be successful, or like not even just Ludwig, just other fucking YouTubers as well. Not you though. Karim Elswad, you're getting banned. I love doing that. That's great. I went through the Ludwig phase. Yeah, I mean, he's got good advice, and you know, it's good advice too, because you know it's actually applicable. You know, it's not just some random person you've never heard of before that's like got 2 subscribers to the names. He's got something. You know, it's worth listening. So may as well listen. Let's see here. This looks fine-ish. Is that good? I need to fix the top part though, the hat. Oh, my head. Kind of been hating on him since the footage leaked. I don't know which footage you're talking about. However, I will say, while I do appreciate Ludwig's advice with a lot of the streaming stuff, he can sometimes be, you know, the footage of it. Yeah, exactly, with Hassan and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes it's like, you know, I appreciate like his advice on stuff for sure. He's got very good advice, but sometimes he can be a little bit of a wet towel with that sort of shit. He can be a little bit what's the word? A little bit spineless here and there. You know. But hey, that doesn't mean 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, right? He still has decent advice on these different things, so I still like to listen to it, you know, despite some of those things. He's an everyman safe for advertiser. Yeah. Well, that's exactly. Yeah. I mean, he knows the game, right? So he's gonna play the game, and to play the game, you gotta kind of be that like safer advertisers kind of guy. You don't like say anything controversial. Well, it's just funny because you kind of aligning yourself with some pretty controversial folks, but you know, whatever the hell, right? Whatever. Okay, so now that should be fine, I think, for these frames. So now I just have to do these 2 frames, and then I can flip them here. Then I have to do all of these. Oh, I should have actually totally eaten something before I streamed. Oh, I'm so hungry. Tell me right now what you ate. Everyone in chat, tell me right now the last thing you've eaten within the last 24 hours. Make it sound good. Make it sound so good and tasty that it'll make me like really, really hungry to the point that I want to end stream after 20 minutes. Cause goddamn, I'm actually really hungry right now. Fuck. Oh, I could go. You know what I want right now? I want like a full American breakfast right now. I want like scrambled eggs. I want hash browns. I want like bacon or something like. I want fucking maple syrup on those waffles. Oh, fuck. This is bad. I'm so hungry. How long have I been streaming for? Can I end stream already? No, I've been only streaming for 37 minutes. I did have problems earlier. You missed it, Henry, thankfully. But for some reason, at the very beginning of my stream, I don't know what the hell happened, but my OBS was just like cutting in and out. So I don't know. It might have screwed me a little bit when sending out notifications to followers, because it probably said I was live like 3 different times. Because it kept constantly cutting in and out. I was dropping frames so much. Now it seems stable. It's been stable now for the last like 30 minutes, but I don't know what happened at the beginning. Ugh. Actually, how do you drink your coffee? I haven't drunk coffee at all until I started literally, what was it? In the fall. And now I just drink coffee. I avoided it for 24-ish years of my life, and now I'm hooked. Kind of screwed up, guys. Gotta get better at letting people know you are live. I only ever watch your streams to see you live on Discord. Well, I put it on the good old X as well, but the problem is where else? I mean, eventually I will post to YouTube. I'll shield my streams on YouTube a shit ton when I get this video done, along with some other videos. Like I said, when I posted this video and when I post the Smiling Friends compilation, in both, I'm just gonna put like basically a mid-roll ad, advertising the Twitch, alongside a community post at some point when those videos are hopefully popping off and I have as many eyes on my channel as possible. I'll put like a community post being like, if you enjoyed, follow Twitch. The best way is to have a Discord server and do notification every time you're live. You know, I've been mentioned this. You have a Discord and advertise it on... Oh man, I guess I should make a Discord, huh? Guess it's about that time. It's just gonna feel awkward because I'm gonna have like 3 people in there. But yeah, maybe I gotta do that. Make the Snail Pirate community. Yeah, it feels so... that feels awkward. I used to be like super against it, like not gonna lie. I used to be against ever making a Discord for myself just because it feels like it just breeds, yeah, like just bad shit. Like even if I'm not like active in it, right? Like I'll just have a Discord. Maybe I'll start to get like a little bit bigger, and then all of a sudden I'll just see like big freaking like posts on X, and it'll be like, the Snail Pirate Discord is harboring pedophiles. I'm like, wait, I haven't even looked at this in like 20 minutes. What's happening? Yeah, no, I guess it is it's like a necessary evil. Yeah, I guess it's a necessary evil. Someone mentioned it. One of the new followers, I think on my last stream, mentioned if I had a Discord server because they wanted to join one, and I said I didn't have one. So, gosh dang it, darn it. Alright, I guess I'll have to do that and make yes, grooming people is a necessary evil. True and real. No, we're not doing that. But maybe I'll make one after this stream. But yeah, because right now I like my I don't expect my streams at the moment to go super big. Like I'm basically just advertising my streams on X, right? And trying to get some viewership over from there, from my whatever the hell 2,000 followers. But however, like I mentioned, as soon as I'm done with this video and I upload it to YouTube, I should have those mid-roll ads basically being like, follow the Twitch, and then I'll have the mid-roll ads on the other one saying follow the Twitch, and then I'll make a community post saying follow the Twitch. And hopefully that should get me some amount of traffic here. And then I guess maybe even like make a advertisement for a Discord on those videos as well. I'm thinking of making a Discord for YouTube learning stuff, YouTube strats. Not bad, not a bad idea. It might be good. But where do you advertise it then? How do you get as many people as possible to join that Discord group? Cool. It's all about the games. It's all about, you know, that's the thing that I screwed up when I was initially streaming all those years ago, before I sort of like stopped for a good while. It's kind of like I mean, granted, to a certain extent I didn't care. To a certain extent I was doing it just for the fun of it and less so for building a thing, but I mean, that's a little bit of cope. I still wanted it to do somewhat well, but what I'm trying to say was back then I didn't really do a whole lot of strategy. You know, I just kind of hit live and then just play my games and then, you know, talk to myself for a few hours and then end stream. And I didn't really do much to like strategize behind the scenes when I'm offline to get as much viewership as possible in, so the next time I hit live, you know, I'm not just being a schizophrenic talking to myself. You should post a short of you talking about how the Japanese babed on you. Is that a fucking like a verb? I've never heard this verb of being babed on. This is the first I've ever heard of something being babed on. Dude, I told you about the Tapa thing. I think you were there last time. I want to make maybe a little bit of a short of talking about that, because that was a pretty funny story, I have to say. Going to the Yaoi convention without realizing we went to a Yaoi convention. That's a good story. So, yeah. I think, like I said, I'll try my best to mostly keep everything to the same channel, because you said that, and I think that's a probably good idea, is to keep everything on the same YouTube channel. It's just I think the only things that I'll post to a separate YouTube channel is just the VODs, because I don't want to spam my Twitch VODs that are completely unedited to my main YouTube channel. That's a bad idea. But everything else that's edited, including stuff like that, those might just be shorts. I'll maybe just make those ones just shorts, but other stuff, yeah, I might as well upload it to the main channel. Why not? Fuck it. Grow it big. It only really works as stream clip if you tell it as a story. It turns gay, lol. if I as a stream clip, if you tell it as a story and it turns gay, yeah, I can like slowly like superimpose like as I'm telling the story just a gay pride whatever the fuck flag, just like slowly, like the opacity is at a 0 and then by the end it's like 80%. It's like what the fuck. I'm not gonna do that. I won't put that in the thing. That's kind of funny. Yeah. All I know is I need to upload more. That's it. That's honestly just like the big things. Like, don't spam, but upload more at the same time. I will say that the strategy of like re-uploading the shorts, has been not bad. I mean, they're not doing any insane numbers by any means, but it's a few extra 1,000 views, a few extra subscribers. It's something. Yeah, the more you post, the better. Yeah, make the video. I think my main like videos on the channel are fairly good. I don't think they're bad. Like, and I think like I said, this video that I'm doing right now, I think this will I think it's a good video. I think it's a good idea, especially because it's you know, getting eyes from the VTubers potentially that I'm actually animating into this thing. That's why I wanted to do the next one, the Family Guy one, with like 50 VTubers, because it will be easy enough to animate. And if I do 50, I could do a mixture of like bigger VTubers, but also some like mid-sized VTubers that maybe might see it and be like, huh, yeah, and then retweet the video or something like that. I don't know. The anime desktop strippers. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Man. I want to have those. There was one I saw of like some Hololive ones where you could have like these Hololive like girls that are like the models that just sit on your desktop and they kind of like just walk around. It's cute. That's what you call VTubers? No, dude. You only call like the actual. No, dude, that's evil. That's so mean. You can't. Don't call women bitches, bro. That's so mean. That's so mean. What about me? I'm not a virtual stripper. Look at me. I'm fully clothed. Hoes be hoes. Holy fuck. After this, I'm gonna make like scrambled eggs or something to eat. I am actually so insanely hungry. This was not a good idea. I should have gotten something to eat before this. But it was already 10 a.m. and I wanted to stream. Because I meant to stream yesterday, but I was not able to because my brother was like literally asleep in bed next to me for the like 24 fucking hours. I was like, I'm gonna I woke up like maybe at like 10 a.m. in the morning yesterday, and he was asleep still. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll stream later. Then it was like 1 p.m. I was like, okay, I have to go out of the house because I need to go get a haircut. So he's still asleep, but I'm pretty sure by the time I come back, he'll be awake. Then I came back, it was like 4 p.m. He was still asleep. I was like, okay, maybe he's dead. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'm going to go ahead and take a nap myself. So I did that, and I woke up, I took a nap at like 5 p.m., and I woke up at like 9 p.m. or something. And he was still asleep. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, I did not get to stream yesterday because of that. But he's awake now and he left the room, which is nice. It's kind of crazy that if I had my own room, I feel like I would stream a bit more. I don't feel like I would. I definitely would. It's just kind of tough when you don't have a little bit of that privacy. I don't know if you get this. I don't know if you've ever gotten this, Henry or anyone else in chat, where it's like it's like when you're doing like if you're working on an art project or something and someone's like leaning over your shoulder. It's like that same feeling where it's like when I try to stream but there's someone else in the room, I can't do it. Like I can try, but I visit, like you can hear it in my voice. I like actually hold back. I'm not like as loud. I'm not as bombastic. I'm not like speaking as spastically. Like I actually hold back when there's someone else in the room. Which, I mean, that's not a great thing. Maybe I need to get better at that, so that that doesn't hold me back as much. But it's still better to actually have a little bit of privacy in the room to yourself, so I can just do so without having to worry. Oh, I want to get something to eat. I can't just shove something in my mouth though. Something like to shove in my mouth. I have to like make something, even if it's cereal. Oh man, damn it. Oh, I'm gonna drink more. You know, I'm gonna drink some water. I'm parched. I think the coffee is not doing me any good, besides the caffeine. Mmm. Yummy. All right. Ugh. Fuck. Okay. Anyways. Goddamn, I cannot wait to eat after this stream. Listen, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna after this stream, I'm gonna go into the kitchen. Alright, I'm gonna go into the kitchen. I'm gonna take a big old pan. I'm gonna take 4 whole eggs. You hear that, chat? 4 eggs. That's the same amount of viewers that are watching right now. 4 viewers, 4 eggs per viewer. I'm gonna take 4 eggs. Okay? I'm gonna take some salt and pepper. I'm gonna take some cheese, some grated cheese. I'm gonna take some paprika. Okay? And I'm gonna make some gosh darn scrambled eggs. I'm gonna enjoy it. Ugh. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna feast like a king. And then afterwards, I'm gonna do more work because I need more money. I need to make this work. I need to make this. Guys, actually, that kind of works though, right? I'm a pirate VTuber, so if it kind of goes in tandem. If I every so often, like every 5 minutes, yearn for money, or if I like don't shut the fuck up about how much I want to make money and how much I'm a money grubbing freak, it kind of works with my whole thing of being a pirate VTuber, so it doesn't sound as conceited. Money, money, money. Guys, I love money. Give me money. Cause, what the fuck, right? What else am I here for? What else am I here for? Give me your fucking money. I did make some money though. I did make some money through YouTube, and I made some money through commissions. Speaking of commissions, guys, I mean, hey, look at this animation I'm doing so far. I'm just saying, if you want any animation work, I'm free. I'm open. I finished my last commission. I'm dry right now. But yeah, I've like set a goal to try to like make at least a few $1,000 through this shit per month. Trying to make it work. Maybe like 2,000. That was what I initially said. I was like, maybe if I do like make $2,000, excuse me, per month, doing YouTube commissions and any other shit. I was a little bit surprised actually, because I did not bank on it whatsoever. I didn't even realize it was still a possible thing, but I did make, within that like $1,000 I've made so far this past month, I made $100 through literally winning top 5 best movies of May on Newgrounds.com from my Smiling Friends animation. I genuinely forgot that the voting for that shit happened, because I haven't voted, because every month on Newgrounds you can vote. If you use the website enough, you can vote for the best like movies and games of the month. So everyone, well, not everyone, select few people on the website get to vote, and whichever gets the most votes are the top best movies and games of the month. And usually the top 5 get $100 each, and then like the top original content gets like $200. So I completely forgot about that because I've never not a single time ever won that, and I just don't think about it. So I uploaded my Smiling Friends animation, and I guess I don't think my thing was anything that to ride home about, right? Like, it was good, but I certainly wasn't expecting that. So they kind of left my mind, and just one day I just opened up Newgrounds. I see a DM from Tom Fulp, the creator of Newgrounds.com, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it said Best of May on the DM message thing. I'm like, wait, what? And I click on it. It's like, you won $100. I was like, holy shit. And I forgot too, because I thought in my head, and I guess I was wrong, but I thought in my head that you only get any sort of money from the top 5 movies of the month if it's completely original stuff. And knowing my thing was not original, I kind of just rid it off. I didn't even think about it. But I guess I didn't pay close enough attention to the fucking rules or something. Because, no, you absolutely can win $100-something just from shit like that. So that was a little bit of, I mean, it's only $100, but hey, it helps. It helps me put food on the table. I don't put any food on the table. That money is probably going to fucking VTuber merch or some shit like that. What was the last piece of VTuber merch? I've tried my best to not waste too much money. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty frugal with my money. But you know, every so often, I see some VTuber shit that I kind of want to buy. I think the last VTuber merch I bought was I went to Anime Boston. Actually, okay, yeah. So I think that was the last VTuber merch I went. When I went to Anime Boston a few weeks ago, I bought some. I bought a few things from Anime Boston in terms of VTuber merch. Some of it was good, and some of it was maybe not a wise choice. So the good choices were I went to some of the Artist Alley booths. So just like, you know, independent artists or whatever, you know, support some independent artists. And there were some cool keychains, because my keys could use some more cool keychains. So there was this Doobie one that I found that I thought was really cute, and I don't have any sort of Doobie merch. I play Ame merch, but I don't have any Doobie merch yet. So I bought this cool little keychain of Doobie, and then from the same artist, they also had a Doki Bird one, so I bought the Doki Bird one. And then I found this other guy, and he makes some pretty cool shit. He had like a bunch of like mouse pads as well as posters and stuff like that, but he also had keychains, and he had one with Doki Bird, and you can flip them, so it's like a different thing on each side. So on one side it was Doki Bird doing her iconic face thing where she, I don't know if you guys know the thing where she like, it was during that Apex stream where her model, she like looks up and it's like the funniest fucking looking face ever. So it was that on one side, and on the other side it was in the Niji Sanji letters, it said negligible with her laughing. I thought that was really fucking funny. So I bought that one. So those were the good ones. Those were the good VTuber purchases that I made recently. The bad one that I made was I went to this Hololive. They had a lot of Hololive stuff going on there. They had on the Friday of the con, they had a Hololive Justice panel. So they had of course Laura, Cecilia, Gigi, and Elizabeth. So they had this panel there. That was pretty neat. And then the next day on Saturday, they had this Hololive karaoke, like the super karaoke, which apparently it was a 3D live, like it was super karaoke, I think it was called, and apparently it was the first one they had done in the US, so I felt a little bit special in that sense. The actual thing was super fun. I brought my pen light with me from when I went to the Hello Expo in Japan last year, so I had that with me, and I swung it around and all that, and it was pretty fun. But they were selling these shirts, right? They were selling these shirts, and it was like that shitty, you know, like when you buy those like shitty made shirts where it's just screen printed and you can like feel the screen print on it. It's those types of shirts where it's like after a single wash it starts to fade off the thing, like it becomes cracked and stuff. So it's like made of that sort of material. So they were selling a shirt there in the line while you're like waiting in line for like 3 hours beforehand, and it was just like a shirt of like Bei and Fuamoko, because they were the three that were doing this Hololive karaoke thing. And yeah, the material was not that great, and it was literally just like a square rectangle of like this art of them, so it was not anything to write home about. And on top of that, it was $40 USD. Like, it's already kind of feels like a little bit of a cheap knockoff if you paid like $25 for a shirt like that, since it's just like a shitty screen on or screen print on shirt. But to ask for, even like if you ask for 30 or even 35, but 40 US American dollars for a shirt like that. And initially when I was waiting in line, I was talking to this other guy, and they were like coming around and they were like, "Oh, you want this shirt for $40? And we all like looked at each other. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I love Hololive, but a shitty screen prints shirt, I think I'm good. I think I'm fine. But here's the thing. Here's the real kicker. They really get you with this one. Is that you know, they do it before. They like give you that a little bit of a taste. They're like they come around that shirt while you're waiting in line for the little karaoke concert, and then you actually go inside and you do the whole karaoke. You swing your pen lights, you're doing your chants, you're cheering on, you know, Bei and Fuamoko and everything, and it's all fun and games. And then this is the real evil part, is that after you've had the time of your life, you go back outside, and now they've got a straight up fucking booth right outside the door selling the shirts again. And it's the same shitty, of course, it's the exact same shitty screen print on shirt. And you're like, this is evil. This is evil. And it's like, it's a FOMO thing too, because it's like they're telling you, oh, this shirt is only going to be sold this one single time. It's exclusive. It literally even says like Anime Boston on it. And I knew in my head, it's like, this is such a scam, and I really shouldn't. But the problem is even if you tell yourself that and you know it, if you go and buy it, you still fall for the marketing. And I did it. I went and bought it. But hey, I can say I have that exclusive shirt now that I'm probably never gonna fucking wear, or I'll wear it like on rare occasions, because the problem is it's still that shitty screen print on shirt, so you have to be careful with it, because after like 2 washes the material's just gonna start ripping off, which is kind of sucky. I wish they like came up with like a better way of making cheap shirts that you can like print things on that doesn't wash away so easily, because it would be nice, right, if you could get cheap-ish shirts that would do that. I mean, granted, for them to make that shirt, it probably cost like $8 to make that shirt. They fucking sold it for like $40, whereas most people would probably sell it for like $25 or something like that. But even still, I don't know. I should make my own merch. The Snail Pirate merch line, guys. The Snail Pirate merch line. It will come. It will come at some point. My parents have told me that I should make merch at some point, like with my Snail Pirate stuff or Snail Pirate logos or anything like that. And I've told them that I would eventually, but at the moment it's not really a good idea because I don't have much of a following. So there wouldn't really be anyone that would actually want to purchase anything like that. But hey, if I keep working at this shit this summer, who knows, by the end of the summer, maybe something like that will be somewhat viable. But we'll see. We shall see. I don't know what the hell I'd make, though. See, the thing is I don't want to just make shit like merch that every YouTuber kind of just does from the get-go, right? Like, what are the go-to merch items for a first-time YouTuber. A t-shirt, a mug, maybe a baseball cap, right? From like those like somewhat shitty drop shipping sites. I mean, I could do that, but I don't know. I'd love to make something more like unique, something more cool. I mean, I haven't done much research on it yet because I've been kind of busy with this. Although I want to make sure I start doing some research on it before the end of the month. But I was very, very curious on how to like manufacture like figures and stuff like that, like vinyl figures. Cause that would be so cool if I could do stuff like that. And part of like the idea was also to use that to like make vinyl figures of like already established, well popular VTubers. And then, you know, hint hint or wink wink nudge nudge, like if I make them and they actually are of very good quality, like trying to actually like sell them and stuff like that and like make a deal or something at some point. We'll see, I don't know. But at the very least, it'd be kind of cool to make my own ones too, like an actual like snail pirate vinyl figure, some shit like that. That's pretty unique. I don't see too many fucking YouTubers making their own merch like that, especially to start off. But that's obviously way more in-depth, way more complicated. Definitely way more costly. But it's cool. I want to make cool shit. I want to make cool shit like that. That's something that I've always been a little bit envious of. You know, you have like your standard your standard YouTuber, right? They're gonna have like the shirts and shit like that, but this is why it's a little bit like I almost get like not jealous, but like not envious, something along those lines when I see like the corpo VTubers. So VTubers from like, especially VTubers from like Hololive and stuff like that, because they get these like really cool merch options, right, for like their birthdays or like anniversaries or whatever the hell. Like I don't know, for example, like if we're talking about Gargura, right, bless her heart, rest in peace everyone, Gargura, to the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, rest in peace. But for Gargura, when I bought her birthday merch, it's cool merch. Like, it's not just a standard, you know, t-shirt, baseball cap, whatever the fuck like other YouTubers. You know, that's something I really like about the VTuber merch, is at least the official one is like, it's cool shit. So with Gargura, her birthday merch was like, she had a like a placemat thing, like a mouse pad sort of placemat thing, but like one of those really big ones. And that's not even the cool one. That she had that, but she also had like a plushie, and then she had this ramen bowl with these like custom chopsticks. So you have like this well-made like ceramic Gargura bowl with like her little like logo inside, and she's got like Gargura, like this cute little art of Gargura, and like the ebi shrimp on the sides, and then the what's it called, the chopsticks are made of like this interesting like kind of plastic, hard plastic, but it's shaped like tridents, like a spear and tridents from like Atlantis. So it's like, dude, that's sick. Like, you gotta admit, that's pretty neat for like a YouTuber's merch, right? You don't see that very often. You usually only see that for big VTubers that are able to afford to create stuff like that. But that's something that would be kind of cool. Like, if I ever made it big, I would want to make merch like that. Not to say that I can't make, you know, shitty screen print shirts and mugs and what have you, but I'm just saying, it'd be kind of neat to make my own. Like, imagine I can make my own ramen bowl. Although it'd be better to make something that, I don't know, what would pertain to like a pirate thing. I mean, I don't you have to make a pirate's themed specific merch, but it would kind of work. I don't know. My first thought was ramen bowl. I would do a ramen bowl. Speaking of that Gargura bowl, I posted a few months back, but of course people are watching now and they may not know that gar. So you know how, especially that's another thing. I don't think I would do this, but it makes sense for a big company. Is they do a lot of FOMO, so fear of missing out. So a lot of that Gargura ramen bowl and all that, they only sell it for about a month. So like when I think it was her birthday merch. So when her birthday comes around, they'll start selling it. But it's only around for like around a month, and then after that it's pretty much gone for good unless you can find it somewhere secondhand, you know, like on eBay or some shit. But of course that's they do a good job with that FOMO shit. But because of that, it's exclusive, right? Which is kind of nice in a sense. You have this exclusive piece of merch. So I bought that, and I had this exclusive, cool ramen bowl. And, you know, for some pieces of VTuber merch, for some of those shirts, like I mentioned, where it's kind of the shitty screen print on, I don't really go out of my way to use it. Because I don't want to ruin it. However, and I have one of them literally right next to me. I have an Amelia Watson coffee cup that I'm using. For some of the VTuber merch, I actually like to use it. So for Ame cup, I've got that one. For the Gargura cup, the Gargura bowl, the ramen bowl, I actually tended to use it sometimes. And I would actually use it for ramen. It wasn't actually decent ramen. I mean, it tasted fine. It was corner store ramen. Actually, shit, dude. You know what? I haven't had dollar store, corner store ramen in like half a year. I kind of want, I might actually buy some after this. There's a corner store literally a minute walk from me. I might actually buy some after this. Regardless, I'm getting distracted. The point being is, I would use that Gargura bowl somewhat often. And usually I would use it for ramen only, but I started like branching out. Branching out meaning I would just put my pizza rolls in the bowl instead. But one fateful day, I had my Gargura bowl at my desk. I had it filled up to the brim with pizza rolls, and to my left I also had my Amelia Watson coffee cup filled with scorching hot black coffee, and I was working. And things were looking great. The day was looking great. Then after I was done eating, I typically, it depends what bowl I'm using, but typically if I'm still working on shit, I'll take my bowl and just like put it to the side, and then when I leave the room, I'll take it afterwards to the sink. So I took my Gargura ramen bowl to the sink and to wash it, and I kid you not, the shit fell literally like half an inch from my hands. Like it was in the sink. It fell half an inch from my fucking hands. And it broke into it didn't break into a million pieces. It broke into like 3 big pieces. But I didn't even like panic or like cry. It'd be pretty shit if I cried at a bowl. But I just like kind of stood there looking down at it. I was like, well, like it's just like a moment of like, oh shucks. I just kind of like I accepted it within like half a second. I was like, yep, that was bound to happen at some point. I just kind of accepted it. I was so sad though. I was kind of sad though, because like I said, the FOMO, the exclusivity, you can't just buy that Gargura bowl anymore. Unless maybe someone's selling it for like $200 on eBay. So, yeah, I just have the 3 pieces. Although, thankfully, my mother got this glue and helped put it together again. But I can't really use it now for ramen or pizza rolls. It's over. I do have this other VTuber merch. If you guys remember Vesper Noir from Hollow Stars, he had this one that was this like teacup and the teapot. That is a piece of VTuber merch I actually haven't used. I've had it for like over a year at this point, or almost 2 years, I think, and I have literally not used it once. I should maybe use that at some point. But most of my other stuff I typically use. Especially the clothing, except for the shirts, usually. The shirts, maybe not so much, but like, I have some hoodies that I wear often. I have some long sleeve shirts that I wear often. You know, I try to actually use the fucking merch that I buy. You would hope so. Oh. I'm a good yapper, aren't I? I just spent like 20 minutes talking about VTuber merch. Oh, God damn. Duh. But hey, that's a skill, right? To be able to yap about stupid shit for a good 20 minutes. That break kind of distracted me from being hungry. But I'm back to being hungry again. I might actually, I don't know, maybe I might get, I genuinely might actually go buy that dollar store ramen, because it's been a minute since I last had it. It hasn't been super long since I last had ramen. I had ramen at the, when I went to the anime convention. It was at the mall, or it was like it was at a convention center, but it was like connected to a mall, and the mall had this ramen place, and that ramen place was so good. So that was like actually like decent restaurant ramen. But you know, I kind of miss just having some shitty dollar store ramen, you know, and then sitting at my desk eating it while I watch some YouTube or anime. Ugh. Gonna take another swig of this fucking coffee. Yummy. Ugh. Okay, let's see here. How far are we along here? We've got one frame here to do. We're almost done with this one. We're almost done with this frame here. We got this frame here. Then after that, I just have to flip it and fix the shit there. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's cool. I only have to do this like 5 more times in terms of the other VTuber things. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I don't know how I was thinking that I was gonna get this done by today. I think that was a bit unrealistic. I still want to be quick with this, though. I don't want to be. Maybe I'm being still too perfect. Is this dude being too perfectionist with how long I'm taking to do the line art? It might be. I'm not sure. I don't feel like I'm being particularly slow-ish, but maybe I am. Maybe this is cope. What time is it? Oh man, it's already 11:30 my time. Now you can pinpoint my location, as if I already haven't said the word Boston like 20 different times. Man, I hope I hope that this video does well. I hope the Smiling Friends compilation does well too. I hope both not only do well, but hopefully my little mid-roll, essentially mid-roll Twitch ad in both of those videos will actually garner some amount of engagement with this fucking Twitch channel. That'd be pretty good. Cause I don't know if it's unrealistic, but I want to like maybe reach 1,000. Cause right now we're at like what, 108 followers. Maybe reach 1,000 followers on this Twitch channel by like the end of the summer. we'll even say like the end of summer, so not even end of summer vacation, because end of summer vacation would be like end of August. Let's say end of summer, so like, you know, first day of fall, right? So it's like September 21st or some shit like that. I don't know if that's unrealistic or not, but if I play my cards right with these videos and I keep shilling the absolute hell out of them, and the videos that I know are going to do well and get a few 100,000 views or something like that, maybe it's possible. And then making that Discord. I guess I should make that Discord, huh? I've been so against it, but it seems people would be interested in having a Discord channel, or a Discord server, I mean. So I guess I will make a Snail Pyro Discord server and have like a live ping thing. Nope, roleplay. Let's see, what roleplay can we do? Looks longingly into your eyes. Flicks sweat off brow. Huh. Didn't know you could rip one like that, I say, as a noxious gas fills the room. You blush. Huh. Well, I did have eggs today. I say, wow. And what was that with... did you have with... Dude, I'm fucking... My brain's broken. I can't even... I don't know what else makes your shit smell like ass. I don't know. But hey, how you doing, down with life? How you doing? I spent like the last like 30 minutes talking about merchandise and shit like that. I forget, down with life, was it you or was it a different viewer that mentions to me that I should make a Discord server? Because another person has mentioned to me that I should make a Discord server, and it is good. Had some tests done today. It was you. What tests did you have today? What were those tests? And so yeah, it was you that said that. So yeah, I've come to the other side. I think fair enough. I will make a Discord server. So I'll start working on that today, and setting one up, and also setting it up so that like I'll have like some sort of bot in the Discord server that like does live pings or whatever. So when I go live, it'll ping you. Oh, hospital tests. Nothing weird. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Damn, when was the last time I went to the hospital? I only usually go to the hospital for like my annual checkup or something like that. Thankfully, I'm a relatively healthy lad. I don't have any debilitating diseases or anything too bad. I've never actually really had to... Have you ever broken a bone? Oh yeah, it's free. Well, for me, the yearly checkup, every year, I usually do like a yearly checkup, and that's like free with like the insurance or whatever. But if I go like again or something like that, then I don't think it's free. And oh gosh, dude, I'm 24, so after like a year or something, I'm gonna be off my parents' insurance. I gotta make sure I can make this work out and stuff and make money so that I can get on insurance of my own. Never broken a bone. Yeah, same here. Which I think is good. I did see this like creepy, like, I know it's only like superstition, but I saw this creepy thing, this post that says like people that have never broken a single bone in their bodies, the reason they haven't broken a single bone in their bodies is because guardian angels are guarding them, because of the fact that instead of breaking physical bones, they'll deal with horrible mental torment for their lives. So their guardian angels are making sure that at the very least they don't break their bodies because of all the horrible mental torment that they'll eventually go through. I was like, wow, that's great. Fuck. Your guardian angel would smash its bones itself. My guardian angel, his name is Little Skatey. He's got roller blades and he skates. No, fuck. I wonder if everyone's little guardian angels like their own like they've got like their own like they look like their own little deformed freaks or something. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah. I don't even get sick very often. I'm telling you, I'm fairly healthy, all things considered. Can I just pretend that mine is my OC? Go ahead. What is that gonna entail? What does that look like? What does your guardian angel OC look like? And yeah, pretty lucky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get sick, like I get like a cold or like what have you, like maybe like twice a year. Also, that was not me farting. That was me moving my here. See? Okay. I don't know if that picked up on the mic. I'm just clearing my name. That was me moving my fucking leg. Oh no, he is just a handsome boy. Fair enough. I feel like my guardian angel would look deformed. You'd have like a turn-up nose. You'd have like fetal alcohol syndrome. Something like that. Maybe be in a wheelchair, but he like still looks out for me. He likes eating cheese pizza. And that would be my guardian angel. That would be mine. Yeah, in a wheelchair. Because he takes all the blows for me. My guardian, that's why I've never broken a single bone in my life. It's because my guardian angel takes all the blows for me. So when I see my guardian angel, he's got like osteoporosis. He's just stuck. He's like a paraplegic now. But it's okay. He does it out of love for me. And I appreciate it greatly. Oh, damn. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't even know what I'm just yapping. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, man. Damn. Mine's got a handful of physical and mental problems. I feel like everyone... No, that's not true. I feel like most normies would have guardian angels that are fairly normal. I feel like the real freaks like us, we've got like guardian angels that have like debilitating diseases. It's probably not good. We do be freaks. I do be a freak. I do kind of freak it. I am kind of a sick little fucking freak. I'm a sick, twisted weirdo. This is just a small look into my sick and twisted mind, where I contemplate and churn up the idea of guardian angels that have osteoporosis and are bound to wheelchairs without fetal alcohol syndrome. God damn it. Yeah. We love our weirdos, though. True that. And with that, I've taken my last swig of black coffee. I was talking earlier on stream that within like the last the last 8 hours or something, all I've had to eat was some pizza rolls, because I made some pizza rolls. I stayed up, because for me right now it's like 11:30 a.m. So I stayed up last night, but it wasn't like it wasn't so bad that I stayed up last night, because I did sleep a good amount during the day yesterday, in anticipation that I probably stay up just working on shit. I know I made a mistake that I did not eat before the stream. It was like 10 a.m. when I clicked go live, and I was like, should I go like just even get some cereal and eat? And I was like, no, I want to go live right now. And I started going live, and as soon as I went live, I don't know, you know that feeling, right? Those like hunger tangs or pangs, whatever the fuck they call them. Like when you're like, you're just doing something, and all of a sudden you just feel the energy completely, like it's like almost instantaneous. It's so weird. Like you feel the energy literally sucked out of you in an instant, and you feel so hungry. You feel like your stomach is eating itself. Like it's instant. It's not like over the course of like it's horrible. And I felt that like 30 minutes into the stream, I was like, oh gosh, I've made a horrible mistake here. But I did say that after the stream, I was going to go to the kitchen. I was going to go to the kitchen. I was going to grab like 4 whole eggs. And I was going to grab some salt and pepper and paprika and some grated cheese. And I was going to make some scrambled eggs. And I might even go afterwards to the corner store and buy me some fucking dollar store ramen and make some dollar store ramen for myself later. Yes, sir. No, not 4 half eggs. No, 4 full eggs. 4 whole eggs. We don't do half measures here. No half eggs. No baby shit. Only adult stuff. Only adult eggs. No babies. No babies allowed. Ugh. I will say it's weird though. You would think 4 eggs would sound like a lot, but I don't know. Sometimes I've thought I should make scrambled eggs with like way more. 'Cause 4 eggs is not enough sometimes for me. But I don't want to waste all the eggs we have in our kitchen. 'Cause it's not only my eggs. Big boy shite. I know I'm a growing boy at still 24 years of age. I mean, that's kind of true though. I mean, I'm still relatively young. I still need a big meal, right? And I'm fairly skinny, so I can eat a lot. And eat a lot I do some days. Are we all growing boys? Are we? Are we though? Are we? I feel like there's some women in the chat. Growing women. Growing women and growing boys. God damn. I mean, I am one part of that sentence. True. See? Real. Real and true. Oh shit. Wait. I'm looking at my OBS. Earlier when I don't know if you received this since you joined stream a little bit later, but earlier on when I first clicked go live like 2 hours ago or something, something was going wrong with my internet, and I was dropping frames like crazy, and it cut out my stream like 20 different times. But it seemed to fix itself. But I'm looking at my OBS and it says it dropped frames again at only 154, but it means it did at one point for just a sec. I don't know when. I don't know why it's doing that. My internet's good, so I don't fucking know. But anyways, who gives a shit? Unless my internet completely dies and the stream goes blank, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. You're just kidding. You can't kid with me. I don't like jokes. I don't take kindly to people messing around with me. You're only allowed to like tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If you even like start to like joke about something, I get angry. And you don't like it. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. You don't want to see me when my wolf side comes out. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's how you should be. You fucker. Look at how much work I'm getting done, guys. God damn it, dude. This is fuck. This is still gonna take me a while. I spent like last night doing the Casper lines. So the Casper lines are done. So look at this, see? So that's all cleaned up with the cleaned lines. So now all I have to do for the Casper line there is just simply color it, which thankfully coloring takes way less time than doing the actual line art. But damn, does doing the line art take a while. It takes too long sometimes. But whatever. That's why I said that the next project with this shit, like I said with like the Family Guy stuff, it's gonna be way more simple because I need to be able to turn these out faster. If I do stuff that's way more like even if it's literally copying the exact same animation with my hero is an anime. An anime is going to be a little bit more complex with more details than a simple Family Guy sketch or something like that. That's why I skip line art, but I don't animate. Yeah, I mean, yeah, while if you're doing like a drawing, right? Well, I guess yeah, no, it absolutely does. Yeah. I don't draw a shit ton as much. I usually just animate, but yeah, even when you do drawing, like the line art takes a shit ton of time. And sometimes it sucks too, because you'll have a nice looking sketch, right? And then you do the line art for it, and then you kind of lose something. Like there's something lost in translation when you do the line art. Like you look at it and it's like, this does not feel the same. It doesn't have the same energy as my original sketch. There's something missing here. And it kind of pisses me off. I'm getting really peeved off. I'm getting really ticked off here. I just cleaned up my sketch. Yeah, I mean, that's a way of doing it. That's one way of doing it. I typically like to do line art if I'm doing cleanup. So I'll do that, but I don't know. It's there's different methods, I guess, because you're used to the messy sketch layer art. So line art feels empty. True. And you know what? That's the thing too, is that you'll do that, and it's a kind of a trust the process moment, right? So you'll do the sketch, it looks good. You'll do the line art. Now it feels soulless and deprived of anything meaningful. But then, once you start doing like the coloring, and then once you start doing like shading, you start blending colors together, stuff like that, then it starts to come back to life a bit. So it is a bit of like a trust the process thing. It's a little bit hard, of course, to trust the process, because you get a little impatient and you get a little bit worried. Like, did I just waste like several hours doing the line art for this shit? But typically if you do all the other stuff with the coloring and shading and, you know, blending the colors and stuff like that, it starts to come back to life a bit, and it's not so bad. Wait, can I show you one of my messy sketches? It's a trust the process for sure. Absolutely. Show me shit, dude. I want to see more shit from the chat as well. Like, absolutely. I do not mind. And I think I if you ever share a link, I think I've turned off the link thing, so like Stream Elements won't like murder you and your family of 5 or something for daring to share a link. Fucking like kill 5 generations of your family in one fell swoop. Oh, that Stream Elements can be like a little bit it could be a little bit rough. I'm still getting used to I still like, this is all still a work in progress, right? Like, that's the thing, right? Is by the time that I'm done with this video and I upload it to YouTube and I have like the mid-roll ad advertising my Twitch to people so they come over here, I'm hoping to get a little bit more done with this thing. Actually, I want to show you something too that I've been working on. This is only like a proof of concept as well, but I need to do all of this crap at some point, especially now that I'm trying to become more of a VTuber entrepreneur extraordinaire. So let me see here. I should have this to here. Look at this. I was following this like little tutorial I saw on some YouTube Shorts thing, and it's just like, just try to figure out something to do with a logo. So this is very bare bones, basics. It's nothing much at all. It's literally just the text, snail pirates, and then I put something the katakana suneru pairetsu. But I was thinking like something like this. Wait, hold on. Bing bada bang. Something like where it's like this, like here. You should be able to see my cursor. This here, the eye. So the dot on the eye would be the eye of a snail, and this would be like sort of almost like the antenna of the eye of the snail. And then the thing to the right would be the other antenna of the snail, but it would have like an eye patch, which is why it doesn't have a dot at the top. And then the P here for the pirate would be the snail shell. And then I would add like maybe like a treasure map, like something going around here. And then I would add like what's it called, a border around it and stuff like that. And then I don't know where I'd put this logo. Maybe like on my YouTube and Twitch banner, stuff like that. But it's just I was just following because I was following just some dumb little tutorial, and it had it told me this was like a very good. It was like kind of the standard VTuber font that everyone uses. So I like it. I like that font. So I just went with that. Anyways, I'm going to click back to Harmony, exit out of Photoshop, and I'm going to click on your thing. Boop. Let me click on this. Okay. All right. And then you have, oh shit, did I drop frames again? No, I didn't. Okay, I got concerned. I thought I dropped frames. Let me click on this one. Oh shit. Wait. Damn. I think your finished one is pretty good. You kept like that sketchiness feeling with the painting to it. So it doesn't feel like so clean that it's like loses that stuff. That's what I was talking about earlier. Where like you lose something when you do the line art. Also, I clicked on your profile and I saw Rem and Ram on the banner. Did you draw those ones as well? Those are pretty good. I like the Rem and Ram. I have 2 Rem figures on my desk. Yes, you did. Nice. They look good. I love Rem. Rem is great. Sometimes I feel like Subaru should have still gone for Rem. But it's okay. It's fine. It's whatever, right? Who cares about Rem? She's now in a coma for half of the show. The best girl. Just can't do anything. That's awesome. I love ReZero. I need to actually catch up on ReZero. I watched, what was it, season 2, part 1 with, what was it? I forget what her name, Echidna or something like that. But I did not finish season 2, part 2 yet. And then I haven't, of course, not watched season 3 yet. But I should, because ReZero is honestly probably one of my favorite isekai ever. It's so good. It is so good. And if I've got 2 Rem figures on my desk, maybe I should maybe go ahead and try to finish up that show. At least, catch up to where we're at with season 3. But also do stuff like this, by the way. Let me click on this. Oh, like the chibi things. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Did you, oh yeah, I think you did like a symmetrical thing with tool with that, I assume. Not bad. Those look pretty good. And yeah, you should. I know. I've been like a little bit lazy again with. I got like a few weeks ago or a month ago. I got back into watching a shit ton of anime, and then I started focusing on some of this YouTube stuff, and then I started getting. I started not watching as much anime again. Although I did watch 2 more episodes of Dragon Ball last night. After like 3 weeks. I watched the episodes of the original Dragon Ball where it was like 75 and 76 where he was fighting against his grandpa, Gohan. And he didn't realize he was fighting against his grandpa, and then he takes off the mask. And then they're like, oh, it's his grandpa! And then the next episode was like Pilaf and Goku got all 7 Dragon Balls, and now he's gonna wish that little Indian's kid's dad back to life. So that's where I'm at in Dragon Ball right now. It's crazy that I'm like at episode 76 and I'm still only halfway through the OG Dragon Ball. And then after that I still have all of Dragon Ball Z to get through, but I like it. It's great. I'll be back in 10 to 20 minutes. Need to put my kids to bed. That takes precedence, I would imagine. I'll see you later, though. Get those kids to bed. Rock them to sleep. Throw them into the bed and shake the fucking house. I don't know what the fuck. Oh my god. I have people... Man, dude, that's crazy. I'm just some 24-year-old freak making VTuber animations, trying to make it big. I've got whole ass people in here with families and everything watching. That's interesting. That's not a bad thing at all. It's interesting to know what the dynamic or whatever the fuck of the makeup of my audience on Twitch is at the moment. Because on YouTube it's predominantly males that are my audience, and it's men around my age or a little bit older, which makes sense because the stuff I upload is either going to be animations, stuff like that Smiling Friend stuff, or VTuber stuff. So both are pretty much going to be a lot of dudes my age that don't have kids. But it's interesting that I've gotten I feel like I've gotten quite a few female viewers on Twitch somehow without trying. I don't know why that's happened, but I'm not complaining. I'm just curious, since it's very opposite of my YouTube analytics. Yeah. Anyways, the hunger pangs are coming back. Fuck. Also, I made a new, I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm assuming you guys just came from, what's it called? Twitter. Or not Twitter, sorry. You didn't come from Twitter. You came from, just my stream. But on X, I posted, a little stream announcement. But I made like a little thumbnail for it. And that will probably be close to what the final thumbnail will look like for when this video is all done, said and done. With, of course, like a more completed look to it. But that's sort of the idea of where I'm going with it. But yeah, I've noticed that so far this stream, I think I've been averaging like 4-5 viewers, which is actually not bad. I'm pretty close already to hitting affiliate, which is kind of crazy that that shows you how little I seriously took it before. That shows you how little I took it seriously before, that I didn't hit affiliate before this. But now that I'm actually, because this is what, like my 4th stream back, and I'm already close to hitting affiliate, so I think at this point I've already hit 3 of the 4 achievements, check marks, or whatever the hell. The 4th one being just to hit an average of 3 viewers for 4 streams, and so far I hit 2. Apparently the last stream I did, the 4.5-hour stream, I hit, I think, a 2.8 average viewership, so it was just under 3. I was like, fuck, but that's all right. But I would love to hit affiliate because I was looking into the channel points things, because we mentioned that last stream. I was looking into how to add it onto my channel, and apparently you can only add it if you are an affiliate. So I was like, shit. All right, well, I guess I got to do that. There's actually quite a few things you can only do once you're an affiliate. There's channel point shit. There's also emotes. You can only start adding emotes once you're an affiliate. But yeah, once you hit that, you can add that stuff, which I'm excited for. I will take my time to, of course, make the emotes not dog shit. And I'll probably make them myself. I would like to commission other people at some point. That would be kind of neat. But at the same time, I don't have a lot of money. And I'm also trying to make money and save it. So, and you know, I mean, hey, look, what am I doing right now? I'm creating artwork, aren't I? So I can make the emotes myself. Although it will obviously take time out of my day to do so. But I'm already a little bit strapped for time, but whatever. At least I'll save some money. And to be fair, not only will I save some money, but perhaps if I make some decent looking emotes, I can go and advertise myself for that as well and be like, hey guys, are you a VTuber? Are you a VTuber that needs emotes? Well, commission me, right? So, and I can have my own emotes to showcase that off. So it's all part of my master plan. To make it big and make a lot of money. Guys, I need to make at least $5 million per month. And if I don't, I'm going to kill myself live on stream and I'm going to make you guys watch. Okay. Do we have a deal? Do we all have a good deal here? Okay, so 1 million per month. If I do not hit 1 million in the next 10 days at the end of June, well, this will be my final live stream. Well, my second to final live stream. The last one will be me jumping off a roof, and you guys will see it, and it'll be fun. Nah, but I do hope that I can maybe make a little bit more money with this shit. Oh yeah, I think that's a thing too, right? That's not even just, it's not just, with affiliate, you don't just get access to channel points and emotes, which I'm excited for both of those, but I almost forgot. When you get affiliate, you can actually start earning money on Twitch. So that's a thing. I don't think you would earn a shit ton, of course, but hey, it's there. I don't know, I think I have it set so that, see, I have to maybe check that because I haven't checked it in a minute, but I think Stream Elements, I think I have my Stream Elements set up to take payments, but I need to check that again. Not that I expect any, or any much, or any at all, but it would just be wise to maybe go and check in on that again after stream, perhaps. But I think you make, like, similar to YouTube, you make AdSense and what have you when you get affiliate. And Lord knows how many ads you get on Twitch every time you go and watch someone. It's kind of cancerous, actually. It's pretty horrible. I don't get how does Twitch do it? Like, when I go to YouTube, I don't get hit with ads anymore because I use, ad block. But somehow Twitch has a thing. Well, actually, no. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I've noticed, I feel like recently, it took less long than I thought. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I even missed that message. That didn't take very long to put them to sleep, huh? You knocked them out. What was I saying? Fuck. What was I saying? Affiliate? YouTube money? Oh yeah, the ads. With the ads, it doesn't work on Twitch. Sometimes my ad blocker works fine. I don't get hit with any ads, and then sometimes it just fails. I don't know. Although I feel like recently it's maybe done okay. Oh. Now they were tired, thank God. Oh, that's good. What time is it over there? I'm assuming it's like 8, 9, depending on how old your kids are. I don't know. I remember when I was a wee lad, my bedtime was usually like 8 p.m. and stuff like that. Oh man, 6! And my kids are 6 and 2. Okay, well, to be fair, if they're 6 and 2, then it makes sense that they would go to bed at 6. But, yeah. For me, I don't have a bedtime anymore. I just stay up whenever. Like last night, when I didn't sleep at all. And now it is noon. That's cool. But my oldest wants to go to bed with his phone. Oh dear. Wait, hold on. He has a phone already at 6 years old? Holy shit. I didn't get my first phone until I was, I think, 13. Oh man. The kids these days. The kids these days. My first phone was like 13 years old. And I didn't even ask for it. My parents just got me it. Because I kind of need it. Only for kid games. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Now that was kind of what I used it a lot for when I was 13. I remember when I got it, I just downloaded a shit ton of games onto it. I downloaded like Temple Run, but it was like the fucking Despicable Me Minions version. So I had this like Minion version of Temple Run. I had Minecraft on there. I had what else did I have? I think I had Angry Birds. I had fucking like I had Jetpack, the Jetpack Joyride game. Yeah, I had a bunch of games on my phone. It was nice. It was nice to just like... I had a Samsung Galaxy. The first one I had was like a Samsung Galaxy. I forget which model it was. It was back in like 2014 when I got this phone. And honestly, okay, here's the deal. So that phone lasted me from like 2014 to about 2019. And then in 2019, my parents got me a new phone. And it was an iPhone. And it's the same one I still have now since 2019. Let's just say that I'm sorry. I think Samsung is better. I think it was better than this iPhone, but you know. Oh, Doodle Jump! Holy shit, that's that's like a blast to the past. I remember Doodle Jump. Holy shit! Don't call me old, but I had a BlackBerry. Well, you're old. No, I'm joking. Well, I mean, you have a little... Oh, well, I'm not going to call you old if you have kids. But you are probably much older than me, considering you have kids, and I'm still rotting from the inside, working on stupid cartoons. You're 27 with kids? Wait, and you have a kid at... Oh my god, no, wait. You had a kid at 21, bro. I'm 24, and I don't even have... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh god, I've had one single girlfriend ever in my life, and that was 5 years ago, and it lasted like 3 months or maybe like 4 months, and I have no prospects of love at the moment at 24 years of age, so that kind of makes me feel like, holy shit, there are people that were my age even recently that were having kids and getting married and shit like that. When I was 20 to 21, oh fuck, dude, at 20 to 21, what was I doing at 20 to 21? Dude, I was like watching Vtubers and fucking... I mean, 20 to 21 for me was during the pandemic, to be fair. But even still, that's not much of an excuse. It's not like right now with no pandemic pretty much anymore that I'm really doing well for myself in terms of a love life. It's not going so great there. I'm just kind of chasing the bag, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I do not recommend, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, okay, to be fair, to a certain extent, I wouldn't want to have kids right now. I'm still way too young, way too immature, way too inexperienced, and I don't have anything, like, yeah, I want to be, like, very much, I need to be established. I need to have a good paying job, for one. A girlfriend would probably help, too. That would probably maybe help. And then maybe, yeah. But, TikTok, I'm already 24 and a half, so maybe I should, like, think about that pretty soon, huh? Fuck. You know, we're almost there to AI. Can I just have like an AI bot girlfriend robot instead? That'd be better. I think that's more realistic for me at this rate. I can make it mimic like my favorite VTuber or something. Maybe that's a little bit too creepy. I can make it mimic my favorite character. We'll just make it mimic Jinx. make a AI robot android that's like looks like Jinx and acts like Jinx, but acts all lovey-dovey with me. Yes, sir. We'll do that. Yes, sir. Yeah, sometimes I get very almost like an existential dread I mean, even though, like I said, I'm still young and I need to get the other shit figured out first, I still feel that existential dread of like, dude, I'm 24 and I do want at some point for all that to happen, but it's like, oh man, time is not slowing down. I don't know. For right now, gotta try to get the bag, find a nice woman later on or something, and then we'll see what happens. Ugh. But for now we just make VTuber animations and try to clout chase other people and make it big as a YouTuber streamer and shit like that. Oh, fuck. Back hurts. Wow, we're going for 2 whole hours having fun with your favorite snail pirates. Listen to Stream Elements, guys. I see a whole 6 of you. I mean, I don't know if that's all followers already, but if you guys are still in here, Stream Elements told you right there. Look what he said. He says, having fun with your favorite snail pirate. Follow me so you don't miss out on future streams. It don't hurt. It's free. And I promise it won't always be me working on this exact same animation project for the next several streams. I will mix it up eventually. It won't just be this. Okay. Ooh. Wow, damn. Damn, Daniel. I love that video of that guy. What's his name again? I forget. It's like fucking Flights or something. Just all these like black dudes with these names. He's like called Flight or something, and the other dude's called Speed. I show Speed. I guess his name works though, I show Speed, because I've seen a lot of clips of him racing like world-renowned like marathon or sprinters or something like that, and he like beats them or something. So I guess he does show Speed. That guy, I remember when his like videos blew up with the stupid what's it called, like Talking Bob or whatever the hell, the dog thing where you talk to and he like talks back and he's like, yes. I remember that, I think was like the first time I saw that I Show Speed guy. And then afterwards it's just history. Like holy shit, like he has like what, 40, doesn't he have like 40 million? No, he does not have 40 million. Sorry. He gets like 40,000 concurrent. Wait, actually how many? Actually, I'm so curious. How many I Show Speed? How many subs does he have? He does have 40 million! I thought I was bullshitting. I thought that was way too much. Holy shit. Okay, well, goddamn. That goes to show. Holy shit, that's insane. 40 million is crazy. Dude, and he's young. Oh. See, that's the other thing, too. It's like when you see the artists that are like 13 years old when you're 24 and they're painting the Mona Lisa essentially, and you're like, wow, I'm not able to do that. Well, I feel like incompetent. I slightly feel like that sometimes when I see big streamers like that. Oh, like, I don't know. But hey, we're getting somewhere with this. I will say, you know, I don't want to like jinx myself or anything, but I feel like I've got a good feeling about this this run, right? This run of my Twitch career. You know, we're already I feel like we're already hitting an average viewer CCV or whatever the hell. Way better than when I was doing streaming back in the day, a year and 2 ago. Because back then I would literally get like 1 viewer, being like myself on like my phone to look at chat, or maybe 2. And sometimes the 2 would literally be because I had the tab open on my computer as well. So it wouldn't really count. It wouldn't really count. But this stream I've noticed it's like fluctuating between like 5 and 6 and stuff, which doesn't sound like a lot, guys. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that's getting somewhere, especially considering this is only like what, my 4th stream back, and I still haven't really fully advertised my Twitch yet to really anywhere, to be quite honest. I haven't made the Discord yet. I have not made those videos to advertise my Twitch on my YouTube. So I don't know if I, you know, hopefully when I advertise my Twitch and stuff to you, and you know what I might do as well, And I think it might be a wise idea is when I do make the video for this and I advertise my Twitch, I'll probably put like a time date or a timestamp, being like, I'm gonna make the VTubers into, I'm gonna animate VTubers into Family Guy or something like that on this date at this time, so don't miss out on the Twitch thing, you know, something like that. So maybe it'll like be a little bit more of a call to action to get some people to come at a specific time, so that they're not just waiting. My 2-year-old just looked at me and said, "Bullshit." He's not allowed to say that. Where do you learn that word from? The hell? Where do you learn that from? That's not okay. From her dad. Dad's been swearing too much, I suppose. I guess both of them need a spanking. Both the dad and the yeah. Dude, I remember when I remember when I was like in the 2nd grade or something like that. I wanted to make a joke, but I won't. You can make whatever joke you want. It doesn't matter. But if you don't want to, it's fine. But no, I remember when I was like in the 2nd grade. I remember we would say like, "Oh my gosh, he said the SH word," or something like that, which was like the word for shut up or something. He'll thank you for spanking him. Yeah, that's essentially what I thought it was gonna be. True that. Yeah, the 2-year-old would be not happy with it. Maybe the husband would be. Doesn't be like, "Well, you want to spank me, huh? Kinky." But I remember, yeah, 2nd grade, the SH word, which I think was literally just the word "shut up," but we consider that a horrible curse word. We're like, "Oh, he said the SH word. Oh my gosh!" And then I remember, like about like a year later, like in 3rd grade, I guess we just stopped caring, and then we just started saying like "fuck" and stuff like that very often. And I remember it got to a problem where teachers were like talking to parents and be like, they're swearing too much or something like that. I remember, I think my mom mentioned it to me or something like that, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I was kind of doing it though, a little bit. Dude, I remember it's somewhat of a little bit of a blur now, those years, because there are years gone by. At this rate, that's over like a decade and a half ago for me or something like that. But I remember at my elementary school when I'm just remembering like when Pokemon, because I was super into Pokemon back then. I'm not as into Pokemon anymore. That's not to say I don't like it, but I'm not as a hardcore fan. Back then, when I was a kid, I could literally name all of the Pokemon easily. Like, I knew all of their names. I had so many Pokemon cards. I had like a bunch of the games that I played the ever-living shit out of. But I was gonna say, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, you probably would have experienced this too, I would imagine. Maybe, or maybe not, I don't know. But I remember when we had Pokemon cards, and we bring Pokemon cards to school all the time. And of course, it got to a point, and this was not just exclusive to my school. This is like a thing that's happened to so many schools, so many kids back during when Pokemon was really big back then. Well, it's still very as big now, and especially this thing with the Pokemon cards was that the schools would straight up just ban them right after a little while. Like, it would get too like disruptive or something, so they'd just be like, we're banning them. You're not allowed to bring Pokemon cards to school anymore, or something like that. But we still bring them anyways, or something like that. But I remember when we would bring them to school and trade and stuff like that. I remember getting some good cards from that. I think I remember trading a card once for this Surfing Pikachu card. Oh, dude, I remember this. Oh, I remember this so distinctively now. Holy shit. I remember when I was a kid, right? I had this like I forget what he was called, like Mag Mortar or something like that, but it was an EX card, and EX cards were a little bit rarer, and they looked cooler. And this kid had, he wanted to trade me for it, and I was like, okay, well, you have to trade me something good for it. And he had this Surfing Pikachu card, which at that time was like a legend. I remember hearing about it, and I didn't know if anyone had it, and he had it. And I don't even remember if it was necessarily a real Surfing Pikachu card or not, but I don't think I cared too much at that point. And I was like, holy shit, you're gonna trade me that Surfing Pikachu card for this Magmortar EX card? And he's like, yeah, let's do the trade. I was like, hell yeah, let's do the trade. And we traded. And you know what was stupid was, like, a day or two later, he comes back to me. He's like, I don't want this card anymore. I want to retrade my card back. And I was like, I don't want to do that. But I can't remember. It's been a while, so I can't remember if I was forced to or not. But I do remember one thing, was that when he did try to give it to me, whether I took it or not, I don't remember, was that when he tried to give me back my old card so that he could get his Surfing Pikachu back, my Magmortar EX card that I gave him was all wet. It was completely wet. It was like, after like 2 days, he had already like ruined the card, and he wanted me to trade it back for him. And I was like, I'm not gonna fucking trade it back for you, you asshole. So I don't remember. I don't remember if I traded it back or not. I don't know if I was like made to or not. It's been so long that I really truly don't remember. But I do just remember the fact that he had a Surfing Pikachu card, and he traded it for my Magmortar EX card, and then like 2 days later he wanted it back. And when he tried giving my card back, he was all fucked up and wet and just screwed up. And I'm like, you asshole. Yeah. But I remember it wasn't just Pokemon, right? Like, Pokemon was the biggest craze, but it was not just exclusive to Pokemon. There was also what's it called? Bakugan? Remember Bakugan? I don't know if you remember Bakugan at all. If you do, let me know in the chat. But Bakugan was, similar in a sense to Pokemon. Okay, so Bakugan was kind of similar in the sense to Pokemon. It was like, kind of the monster type deals that you kind of collect and stuff like that. But instead of trading cards, what these things were... Okay, well, actually, they did have some sort of trading cards to them, but they were different. So what you have is... they were really cool, and they weren't like some cheap knockoff thing. They were their own separate thing that were like really big in both Japan and America as well. They've kind of died off, I assume, at this point, because I've certainly not heard about them in a long time. But yeah, essentially what they were was, they do have these cards, but they're magnetic cards. And on the magnetic cards, I think they have stuff like symbols for like sort of like power-ups and stuff like that, but they might have also had symbols for like the specific monsters as well. But what really was the actual deal was not the magnetic cards as much, but what came with them, which was these little balls, and these were the Bakugan. So these little balls, basically they had this little magnet at the bottom side of these little balls, and when you roll the Bakugan onto the magnet cards, when you place the magnet cards down, and you throw the Bakugan onto the magnet cards, and then the magnet at the bottom of the round Bakugan would stick to the card, and when it stuck to the card, it would like pop open. So the little Bakugan inside the sphere would pop open and be like a little dragon or this cool little like mystical creature or something like that. And it was pretty cool. And it had like, of course, a TV show, it had games as well and stuff like that. I was really into Bakugan as well. Pokemon and Bakugan were like my shit back then. But they were pretty neat. I want to let me hold on. Bakugan. Yeah, holy shit. This is what. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna switch over to this. I'm gonna show it on stream. This is what I'm talking about. Bakugan. These things. This is what they looked like. So here's like this was the anime, the TV show. but this is what I'm talking about. So they're in these spheres, but at the bottom of this little guy was a little magnet, and when he hits the magnet, he pops open, so you have like a little dragon like that. And they had a bunch of these. So this is what they look like, see? So they have the spheres, so that's what they look like rolled up. Then you throw them onto the cards, the magnets, so you place them down. You place them down sort of like, kind of like Pokemon in a sense. I'm not sure what other game I could think of that has that same thing, but you place them down and then they pop up, and that's how you like deal the monster. That's how you like play the game. So then when you throw it down, it does the thing. And I think on the underside it has like power-ups for the monster or the Bakugan. So they have like all the cards here. Oh my gosh, I think I had one of these cases with this. Holy shit. Even just looking at the actual like art for this Bakugan card is like making me nostalgic as hell. But yeah, dude, I loved these things. These things were great. And I loved, dude, the anime. I was so into the anime. I used to watch I think it was on Cartoon Network. I used to watch the anime all the time. But not only that, the DS game. This DS game, I played the ever-living shit out of. And I'm not gonna lie, even now I could play it now. It is super fun. So like you put the Bakugan cards down. So you see how like here, you're placing them basically like face down, but you place them in like different like places on like a placemat. Like here, like this, you have this entire like placemat, and you place them down, face down. I think you know what cards you're placing down. I don't remember. But you place them somewhere on this like little map, and then you shoot your Bakugan. So in the game, you literally have to throw your Bakugan onto the thing, and you have to like roll them and hope you manage to get onto the card that you want to. And then they shoot up, and then they get the power up. And then you play mini games to like fight against the Bakugan. And I think when you have two Bakugan that land on the same card, that's when they fight. But and they, I remember looking at this. I remember getting like the rare Bakugan in this one. It was, this is nostalgic as hell, dude. Yeah, holy shit, I remember this. I want to play. I should play this on stream at some point. I should just emulate it and play it on stream because it's such a good game. It's such a good game. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to this Toon Boom Harmony. There we go. But yeah, no, Bakugan was the shit. I mean, Pokemon was still the thing I loved the most, but Bakugan was like very close second. Oh wait, they still have that here, I believe. Yeah, I don't think they died out. Yeah, you don't see them as much, I don't think, but I don't think they died out like other things. I think they're still going well, maybe not as strong as back in the day, but they still got them. They still got them places. But yeah, I'd say for me, it was Pokemon was number 1, Bakugan was a close second, and then third, but it was pretty far back, was Yu-Gi-Oh! But I was not as much of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan as a kid. I didn't get into it as much. I remember asking my mom for Pokemon cards one day, and she accidentally got Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards instead. And I don't remember throwing any sort of like fit about it. I was like, oh well, these cards look cool, because there were some cool cards in there, even though they were not Pokemon cards. Like there was this really cool T-Rex looking card, but those were the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards I ever had. And then I did watch some of the anime. I watched some of the anime when I was a kid of Yu-Gi-Oh! But besides that, I wasn't as into Yu-Gi-Oh! It was mostly Pokemon and Bakugan. But yeah, dude, that Bakugan game. I'm not even kidding, dead ass. I'm tempted and pretty willing to get the ROM for that and play that on stream at some point and just relive that a bit. Because it actually, I played it like, I did it somewhat within the last several years. I remember getting a ROM for it and replaying it on my computer. It still kind of held up. It was still pretty fun. I don't remember. I think there might have been mini games though where you have to use like the mic that comes with the DS, and I don't know how the hell they do that with emulation. I'm not sure. Do it. Let me see here. I'm gonna do this. Fuck it. Ooh. Okay. But yeah. Pokemon, Bakugan. What about you? What about anyone in the chat? Did you guys play with... Was Pokemon like a big part of the childhood? Or anything like that? Or any other like sort of... Not even just monster-related things like Pokemon or Bakugan or Yu-Gi-Oh! But like even other shit like, I don't know, fucking My Little Pony or something like that. I still do not understand the whole prony, the whole brony thing. That's always confounded me. Yes, me and my brother loved Pokemon. Which ones were part of your childhood? Because for me, the one I really was into was Diamond and Pearl. Like, I played the ever-living shit out of Diamond and Pearl, and I also watched the ever-living shit out of the anime for Diamond and Pearl. That Diamond and Pearl was my jam. That wasn't to say that I didn't watch some of the original, of course, and some of the movies that had to do with the later or earlier regions. More so the earlier, but Diamond and Pearl was my shit. I honestly don't know anymore. I was on Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy Advance. But I think on Game Boy Advance, most of the Pokemon games I had on Game Boy Advance were literal just like knockoffs that weren't actual official games. So, yeah. But I did eventually play a little bit of what's it called? I did eventually play a little bit of, I think, Emerald? No, not Emerald. Leaf Green. I played a little bit of Leaf Green on the Game Boy at some point. But I played it on the Game Boy Advance because I only had the Game Boy Advance. I did not have the original Game Boy or a Game Boy Color or something like that. I just had the Game Boy Advance. But I didn't even play the Leaf Green, I think, till much later on. But Leaf Green was pretty good, but doesn't beat out Diamond and Pearl for me. Diamond and Pearl was my shit. That was the one for me. I will say, oh man, I want to tell, I'm going to go through all of my stories after like 3 streams at this rate, but here's a story. Oh wait, but eventually we started playing RuneScape and MapleStory. I never really played RuneScape, and MapleStory, I played like the very tiniest amount, but I didn't really get into MapleStory. You know what I got into that was like technically an MMO when I was a kid, and it's actually where I used the username Snail Pirate for the first time. Was Club Penguin. If you know Club Penguin, that was where I used the name Snail Pirate for the first time. That was the big one that I played the shit out of when I was a kid. Yeah, Club Penguin. Holy shit, that's yeah. Oh, you know it. You know it. I feel like even if you didn't play it, people know Club Penguin. But I was gonna say, for Diamond and Pearl, I had when I had Diamond and Pearl, it was technically on this like weird ROM hacked like cartridge, so it wasn't actually just like the standard Diamond and Pearl, or Diamond or Pearl DS cartridge. It was this weird ROM hack that had 7 different games on it. So it had Diamond, it had Pearl, it had Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, it had Super Mario 64 DS version. It had Super Mario World. What I forget the one that's called, but it's Super Mario World or whatever the fuck it's called. It had Meet the Robinsons DS game for some reason, and I think it had some other thing. Regardless, it was this weird ROM hack thing, and I played my Diamond game on that. However, I noticed something. Habbo Hotel. I do remember Habbo Hotel. I did not play any Habbo Hotel, but I do remember it. But anyways, yeah, so on this ROM hack, I guess there must have been some sort of memory issue, because at the end of the day, it is 7 games on this one ROM hack. So what would happen was I would play all these other games on the ROM hack, not just the Diamond game that I had on there. So I'd play Mario 64, I'd play, whatchamacallits, Pokemon Dungeon, stuff like that. But what happened was that, I was playing Pokemon Dungeon, and I got pretty far at one point. I just started playing it a bunch, and I got really far. And what happened one day was I played really far into Pokemon Dungeon, And then I turned my DS on one day, and I went into it, and my save file was gone. I was like, what the hell? What happened? And then I went to my other games. I went to Mario 64, I went to like the Meet the Robinsons DS game, and all my save files were gone. And I got really, really scared because my Pokemon Diamond game at that point, I had put like over 100 hours into it, and it was like my lifeblood. It was the first Pokemon game I really ever played. I had my Piplup. Piplup was the starter I went with, and he was my first starter ever, and he meant a lot to me. And I even nicknamed him Pup, which was kind of funny because at one point now he was like an Empoleon, but he was still called Pup, so it's kind of endearing in that sense. But the point of the matter is I was very scared because I guess there was a memory issue or something. By playing too much of other games, I couldn't keep all those save files, so it just kind of like collapsed in on itself and deleted everything. And I was so nervous because I was like, oh no, if I straight up lost my save file for Diamond, I don't know what to do with myself. So I like anxiously opened up Diamond, and thankfully it was like the only one that didn't get screwed. And I was like, whew, thank God. So I told my brother, I was like, listen, I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but if you ever play any other game on this stupid ROM hacked DS cartridge, it will just erase everything else if you get too far into another game. Like, you can play the other games, but don't go too far into, like, especially Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, don't get too far into the game, and don't save over it. Because if you do, it just erases the save files for every other game on this thing. And I lucked out this time, and it didn't erase my save file for Diamond, but I don't know if I'll luck out again next time, so just don't do it. So what did he do? He went and did it. So what happened was one day I was, you know, because I let him play on my thing. I let him play on my DS. So one day I go to my Diamond. And mind you, this Diamond game was my most played Pokemon game at this rate. It was my first Pokemon game played at this rate. It's my most played Pokemon game at this rate. It was where I first had my first starter. You know, it meant a lot to me. I had my pup. And not only that, but I left my... because I used to live in a different country straight up. And my best friend at that time, he went ahead and like gave me a bunch of his really cool Pokemon as sort of a parting gift. So he traded some Pokemon to me, like some Ditto and some other stuff. I think like some legendaries even, as sort of a parting gift. So I had all these Pokemon, I had all this time and spent into it, and it meant a lot because it was like the first Pokemon game. So one day I opened it up, and all of a sudden I'm greeted by a screen that says, "Are you a boy or are you a girl?" I cannot tell you how badly my heart sank into my stomach when I read those words on that screen that day. And I tried desperately. I tried desperately to get everything back, but it was really of no use. It was completely gone at that point. Even though I told my brother to not play the other games and not get super far into it, he went and basically almost beat. He got so far into the... I told him not to get super far into Mystery Dungeon or something like that, and he basically almost beat the game one day. So he got super far into it. It caused the stupid ROM thing to spaz out, and pretty much could delete all of the save files from everything. And this time I was not so fortunate, and it deleted my Diamond save file. And yeah, I feel like a part of me, a part of my Pokemon love died that day. So maybe that's why I'm not as into Pokemon as I was when I was a kid. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. It might be, honestly. But yeah, that was rough. Yeah, it did not feel good. That was pretty awful. But you know, I don't hate Pokemon. It's just I I've had some experiences like that. But yeah, that's my diamond story. That's my Pokemon Diamond story. And that was the one I played the most. I did play Platinum quite a lot, and I beat Platinum as well. So that was also the Sinnoh region. But besides Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Platinum for like mainstay Pokemon titles, I didn't really play the others. I played Pokemon White, but I did not finish Pokemon White, and that was essentially the last like mainline title game that I played. Was Pokemon White, which was like back in 2011 or something, and I never even finished it. So that kind of shows how long it's been since I last kind of cared. But I don't hate Pokemon. I still really like Pokemon. I'm just not as into it. It's sort of like just a passing thing at this rate. But, you know, I still find Pokemon cute and endearing. I mean, like I said, I went to Japan last year, and I was super hyped to go to the Pokemon Cafe. You know, even though I haven't cared as much about Pokemon, I was super hyped to go to that, and that was super fun. Oh, man. I kind of want to do that again. Like, it is like kind of a bit of an expensive little experience. It's nothing too crazy, and the food isn't anything too crazy to write home about, but I would honestly do it again. I really like that Pokemon Cafe. I mean, besides like the food, I mean, okay, the food wasn't bad, so it's not even like that is a problem. And I have such a sweet tooth, so all the sweet stuff that I got there, that was super good. But I liked having the cool little exclusive shit. I liked having the literal like minimum wage Japanese person dance for me in a Gengar costume. That was fun. Yeah, I would do it again. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Let's see. Okay, that's good. So yeah, there was, you know, what I didn't get to do, and I will have to do it the next time I go to Japan. We just weren't able to book it in time, because it's like super hard to book. But they have a Kirby. They have a cafe for fucking everything over there in Japan. That's why Japan is just better in every sense. But they had a Kirby cafe. So like the Pokemon cafe, it was a Kirby cafe, so themed after Kirby. But I heard, I may be wrong, but I heard that the Kirby cafe actually has better food. I could be wrong about that, but I think I've heard from the grapevine that the Kirby cafe might have better food. But even still, it's a cool experience because I love Kirby as well. Kirby is part of my childhood. I love playing Superstar Ultra a shit ton, and Mouse Squad or Super Squeak Squad. I loved those games. Those were good. But yeah, we weren't able to go. Me and Magic Ball, we weren't able to go to the Kirby Cafe because it was just really hard to actually because you had to reserve all of these things. Of course, you can't just walk into them. So you had to reserve them well in advance, and it was not easy to. It was not easy for me to even when I had to reserve the Pokemon Cafe. It was insane. Like the Pokemon Cafe, essentially what you have to do is every day, like on the hour, I think for my time it's 4 a.m. my time, but every hour or every day on the hour at 4 a.m. Tickets go live or something for Pokemon Cafe, and it's usually like a month in advance or something like that, and they sell out. The reservations are pretty much gone in instant, like literally within seconds, and it's like that, and it's been like that for literal years, which is insane to think about. But I tried for like a few days to do it, and I was having like no luck. So I literally had to search up YouTube. I literally had to search up YouTube tutorials on how to manage to get tickets for this damn thing. And basically what I was told, and if any of you in the chat ever plan on going to Japan, especially the Tokyo or even the Osaka area, 'cause Osaka has a Pokemon Cafe as well. Essentially what you gotta do is you can try to get a ticket or a reservation exactly at like the 4 a.m. or whatever on the hour mark is for you. But you're not probably going to get a ticket that way. It's probably going to sell out instantly. However, what happens, and it did work the first time for me, was that apparently people don't all, because there's, I guess, I don't think there's scalpers, but people don't put, they'll have the reservation in their cart or something like that, but they won't go through with actually doing, they won't like book the thing. And so after like 20 minutes from that like initial like opening of the spots, if they haven't like confirmed their order or confirmed their reservation or something, it puts it back up for people. And at that point, there's way less people trying to fight for a spot, and now more have been opened up because a bunch didn't bother making the reservations on time. And that was it. That was pretty much the way to actually get a spot, a reservation for that stupid it's like getting the Coachella, I don't even know if it's Coachella, like some sort of like big music concert ticket. It was ridiculous, but thankfully I watched that stupid video and it was like, do that. I was like, all right, I'll try. And on the first attempt, I just waited 20 minutes after the hour, and a bunch of seats opened, and I was able to get a reservation. I was able to go the next month. It was pretty neat. I still have yet to actually edit that footage to get there. Maybe I'll try my best before the end of the summer to get that video out. It's super old now, but it's not like it's a big deal that it's old. The only outdated thing is that I talked about Solen's termination from Niji Sanji when that whole thing happened, because that happened during the time that I went, literally the night of when we went to the Pokemon Cafe. But yeah, the Pokemon Cafe video. Maybe I'll get that out sometime in I don't know, maybe August. It's a kind of a low priority thing because those vlogs don't really do all that well on the channel. So I kind of want to focus on building this shit instead. So this shit will actually do better and actually grow my brand. Who gives a fuck about fucking Pokemon Cafe? I want people to give a fuck about Snail Pirates. S to the N to the A to the I to the L to the P to the I to the R to the A to the T to the E. That's me, dog. But yeah. I still have that, and then I still got Jujutsu Kaisen. You know what would have been nice when we went to the Jujutsu Kaisen Cafe? Or at the Pokemon Cafe, and I bet even at the Kirby Cafe, they had like a guy that's in this giant mascot costume that's just like dancing around while you're eating your food, and you like take videos of it, and you all like laugh, and you're like, haha, look at that guy, he's Gengar, he's dancing, or it's like Pikachu, haha, or Kirby, haha. When I went to the Jujutsu Kaisen Cafe, they should have done the same thing. They should have just had like a giant like Gojo mascot plush thingy, whatever the hell, and he's just like dancing while you're eating your food. That would have been good. Ooh, bop. Okay, so those two parts should be good. Then we've got this here, so I can just do this. Oh, my fucking head hurts. Oh, I gotta go to sleep soon. I've been up for a while. Okay, so now, goodness gracious, dude. Wait, is this correct? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, good. All right, 6 more frames. Damn, dude, it's kind of crazy how long this takes sometimes. I think I need to be a little bit less perfectionist, maybe. I'm not. I don't feel like I'm being too perfectionist though. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't do repost on that. Anyways. Dude, I'm still so hungry. I stopped talking about food for like 30 minutes, but actually no, I didn't. I was talking about cafes this entire time. What am I talking about? I can't stop thinking about food. Shit. Probably after the stream. Well, actually, I was doing a lot of. I'll talk about this instead. I was talking about it earlier in stream, but I was doing some research about like shorts, like YouTube shorts, and how that can be used to like really blow up a channel. But I was looking at them not just for the whole snail pirate thing, but I was even looking at like shorts for like a second YouTube channel that's just a little bit more like, I guess the correct word would be kind of sloppish content. I don't want to do like too sloppish, but I don't know. It's just like experiments. I do kind of like doing experiments with stuff like that. Just figuring out like, okay, I wonder what's like the trending thing that I can like make a YouTube short about and see if how many views I can get. Because I have some ideas for some shorts that could probably do pretty well that don't pertain, like these would be on like a separate channel, so they wouldn't pertain to Snail Pirate, this thing at all, but just like their own separate thing. But I have some ideas. Maybe they might do well. Maybe it could be like a slight side hustle. I don't know. Anything to make me a little bit more cash on the side, I'm down for, dude. Alright, I think, what time is it? It's 2, okay, I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours, so what I think I'll probably do is, I'll probably go for another 30-ish minutes, finish this frame, and I'll probably call it for here. Probably go get something to eat, and then sleep for a little bit, and then, finish the rest of this off stream, and then probably what I'll do is I'll finish the rest of Kuro's line art off stream, this last little bit, and then I'll go and, because I still actually have yet to finish, I guess you can see, peeking through here, I got another VTuber. I have 2 more that I need to do if I want to hit the 7 for this project, 7 VTubers. So I think I'll probably by the end of the day finish Kuro's line art and then try to finish the rough animation for those last 2 VTubers, and I'll be at a good place. I think that I can get this done by next week. Is that possible? Including the video of the behind the scenes talking about my whole process, the Rubber Ross sort of style video. You guys can hold me to that, I think. If I don't get it done on time, I mean, I kind of already fucked that up a little bit, but if I don't get it done by next week, some point next week, if this video ain't up, you're allowed to come to my house. You're allowed to dox me, alright? You're allowed to dox me to the internet. You're allowed to come to my house. You're allowed to leave nefarious messages on my front lawn. Yes, please. That'll teach me a thing or two. Oh. But I do have a little bit more work to do after this before I go to sleep. I want to do a little bit more research on this short shit, and then it sucks because I'm really trying to work hard on this, but I've got other projects I need to work on. One being the literal VTuber model itself. I mean, look at my progress to live 2D model at the bottom. It still says 2%. I haven't really changed it because it kind of still feels like I'm still only at 2%. Only once I get to the point where I've come up with a decent concept and I'm now got like a rough illustration that I can actually like, that's the thing I'm gonna base it off of, like the final part, the final thing. Only once I get to that point do I think I can update my little progress bar underneath me, going from 2% to like, maybe at that point it would be something like 20. I feel like 20% would probably be, I feel like 20% would be for like once I get to that point, and then maybe like 50% would be once I'm done with the entire illustration and it's all cut out correctly and stuff, and then of course 100% after I'm done rigging the thing. But at the rate I'm going, dude, I don't know when I'm gonna get that done. I can see why people tend to commission these things, but I don't have a spare $2,000 to commission a whole live 2D model. That's a bit much. Not that they shouldn't charge that much. They should, because it is a lot of work. But I just don't have that kind of cash. Although, like I mentioned, and this kind of goes hand in hand with my animation skills too, is if I do a decent job with this live 2D model, which I hope I do, and I'm aiming to really make it look as professional as possible. If it looks good enough after I've made it myself, I might even be able to throw that into like VGen and like get commissions from people and charge a pretty penny to get some commission work of doing other people's VTuber models and rigging, maybe even. You know, this is kind of like a little bit of some experience for myself, you know? Like, so not only am I getting a model for myself, but maybe I'm getting enough experience that I can actually get another marketable skill. Guys, I gotta make all of my hobbies and skills marketable. I gotta monetize every single thing that I do in my life. That's how I hate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, my head hurts, dude. Holy shit. I think I might end at the 3 hour mark. I got like 15 more minutes. I am tired. I am hungry. I will say, there wasn't as much chat. Well, actually, there's still plenty of chat. There wasn't as much chat as previous streams, but there were actually more. I noticed there were more people that came in here and there, which is pretty nice. I think that's I will say that is one thing that once you get like a little bit bigger with Twitch streamers, it's almost like a feedback loop, right? That's how I like to think about it. When you're a streamer that's got like maybe 0 to 2 viewers, right? You can't really bounce off of a chat. You don't really have much of a chat, right? It doesn't really exist. So you kind of just have to get used to talking to yourself, which I've gotten used to that very long time ago when I was doing YouTube Let's Plays, right? But once you get to the point where you've got like a few people watching your streams, then you've actually got a chance to bounce off the chat. And then once you bounce off the chat, you've got more to talk about. And then when you got more to talk about, maybe more people will come funnel in and find your shit interesting to listen to. So it's kind of like a feedback loop in that sense. So it's like the more people that come to the chat and talk to you, the more you can like reciprocate from the chat and bounce off of what they're saying. And then that in turn gets the chat to talk more, which in turns, you know, makes it, you know, more people maybe show up, and it's like a feedback loop. But it's kind of hard to break into that phase at first. It's a bit of work, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Like I said, this is the 4th stream back after a literal year of streaming, and that was from YouTube. I haven't streamed on Twitch before last week for 2 whole years. 2 whole years, which is kind of crazy. I didn't really intend to go that long without streaming on Twitch. It just kind of happened. Like I said, I did stream a little bit on YouTube during that absence, but even on YouTube, like I said, the last time I streamed was my HoloLive Expo and Fest merch review. That was on YouTube, and that was a whole year ago, over a year ago. That was like back in April 4th, I think, of 2024. So yeah, but I miss it. I mean, it wasn't like it was fully my choice to walk away from the streaming shit. Life gets in the way, you know how it is. Life just kind of gets in the way. But I'm trying to stop making excuses for it, because I do kind of want to make the whole bundle work. the streaming, the YouTube, the shorts, the branding, all of that shit work. But I really want to make this streaming thing work too. Oh, you know how you feel when you stay up for nearly 24 hours and you can feel your brain like actually melting? Because that's what I feel like right now, bro. Bang, bang, Ooh. I will say I have to start doing more vocal warm-up exercises because talking for like a few hours straight, it does kind of put a bit of strain on your voice. It's like I talk for a few hours and then afterwards, like for the rest of the day, I kind of just don't want to use my voice much. Kind of hurts. It's like I deep-throated. I don't know what that would feel like. What? But yeah, I kind of have to like rest my voice after these streams. Which is kind of crazy. I thought for some reason in my head that I wouldn't have to deal with something like that. But I'm infallible. Or no, I am fallible. I'm not infallible. I am fallible. And I'm not perfect. I don't have a perfect voice. Shit gets strained too. I'm a human. Despite what the internet might say about me. Oh, I just think 3 hours is a pretty good time to end the stream. I think that's fine. I'm pretty tired. Oh, fuck. And I think I might have hit over 3, I think I definitely hit over 3 average concurrent viewers for this stream, meaning I'm one step closer. I think I literally would have one stream more after this to hit affiliate, which is epic, because then I can do all the channel points, and I can do emotes, and stuff like that. That would be sick. So I should actually start working on emotes like now, most likely. Although I don't know if I'm going to I have to check. I don't know if like Twitch is something where it's like, can I make like temporary emotes and then replace them after the fact, or they're like, is it like a very strenuous process where I should not try making a bunch of temporary emotes first, but instead just make the final ones from the get-go. I have to look into that. If that's the case, well, to be fair, maybe I should just make them the final ones anyways. There's no real reason to make them temporary ones. I wonder why it does that. Like, I have to fucking, I don't know, whatever. Toon Boom can be a little bit weird. It's still a pretty good program, though. Although I pay for this, I paid the student version, and it does this weird shit where whenever I click onto a different like window for something else, and then I click back, it like takes 2 seconds before I can click on anything in this stupid fucking program. I don't know why it does that. I had a pirated version before that didn't do that, and this is the paid one, so I was like, why did the pirated version work a little bit better, guys? Come on. Ooh. I'm gonna be like ADHD and wait till I hit the 3-hour mark. I need to wait till it actually hits 3 hours, and then I can stream, and then I can sleep. I think I need to eat the scrambled eggs I mentioned 20 times after this, and then I need to sleep. I cannot believe I'm still up. It's 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. for me. Fuck. That's crazy. That's kind of fucked up, actually. Damn. Damn, Daniel. Thankfully, I didn't have any more dropped frames. It says dropped frames 154. So I have, besides whatever blip there was, and besides the very beginning of the stream, I have not had any other problems. I will say that's really stupid and annoying that Twitch has it set so that if it does shit like that, it just like creates like multiple VODs as opposed to just keeping it all in one, which is kind of annoying as shit, but whatever, we'll deal with it. I think later today, I'm going to do some stuff with the shorts that I mentioned, but I'm also going to, I think, finally go ahead and make a VOD channel. It'll be still a little bit of a temporary look for it, but I should just go ahead and make the VOD channel on YouTube and start uploading the last few VODs there. And eventually I'll probably upload past VODs from years prior to there as well, but I'll probably unlist those. What is that one? Oh, that's fine, because it's that. Yeah, so I'll probably upload the other ones, but unlist them, since they don't really represent, because I want to keep them still. I saved all of my past VODs to my computer before they did the whole like purge thing last month, but I do want to like keep them somewhere online. I'll just probably keep them unlisted, but these last few streams, those will be like the first VODs that are on the channel that you'd actually be able to see. And just doing that so that I don't have to like keep the highlights on Twitch, since they only give you 100 free hours. And then after that, it's you gotta pay or something like that. I don't even know. I'm not doing that. Why do that when I can just upload all the VODs for free to YouTube? Oh fuck. Oh damn. I still don't know how Twitch works, in the sense of if I have a stream manager open of my stream, does that count towards being a single view or not? I still don't actually know, because I would hope it doesn't. I still really don't like, I sometimes have this mentality with my videos. It doesn't matter as much if the videos are doing like really well and they've already got like a few 100,000 views, but if I've got a video that's only doing a few thousand or a few hundred even at the very beginning, I typically don't like to click on my own video and give it views, because I want it to be authentic. I want to actually get a good grasp of like how many people actually went to watch my video, and not just having like a dozen more views on the video because of me clicking on the video 20 different times. So same deal with the Twitch. I want to know if I have to maybe search that up. I don't know if Stream Manager counts towards a view or not. I feel like there's a chance that it does, but I don't know. I don't know. Almost done with this frame. I'm not gonna end like right at the 3-hour mark. Go over like a few minutes, but or I don't know. I feel pretty tired. I might just stop now. Let's see if I can try to get this frame done. Although there's still a tiny bit more to do. To do B. I do need to make some more. See, that's the thing, is I can't just stream myself working on shit. I should maybe actually stream myself playing a video game at some point, because I need more clippable moments so I can make TikToks and shorts and hope some of them blow up and funnel some more people in. But it's like kind of hard, besides maybe the stories that I tell, to do that with these types of streams. And with that, we are at 3 hours. 3-hour mark. Whoa. Although, if I edited this together correctly and put it on the VOD channel, it's over 3 hours at that point because of the shit at the beginning. But that's okay. Whatever. Alright, how far are we? We have the hand. Let's just finish this last little bit up, just so I can at least be done with this frame and I don't have to think about it again ever. So let's finish up this frame and then I'm gonna end stream. But I'm getting better. I used to only like back in the day when I streamed way more often, I'd typically only stream for like an hour and a half at most. Sometimes I would only stream for an hour, which is really not a lot. And to be fair, even 3-hour streams is not a lot compared to some other streamers, but it's a good balance. I'd say like 3.5 hours to like 5 hours is probably the best place for me, and I think I'm getting somewhere with that. I mean, like I said, the other day I streamed for what, 4.5 hours, which is quite a lot. That was my longest stream I'm pretty sure I've ever done. So I'm trying to maybe get that to be the norm. The new norm ain't the same as the old norm. Whatever the fuck had happened to that Twitter account, that X account. I don't know if they still make little animations or not. Daniel. Okay, we're almost done. We just have this hat. Ugh. My brain actually hurts. I need to maybe stop doing this. I need to like get a better sleep schedule going so that I'm not staying up all fucking night working on shit. But a part of me can't help it because a part of me feels like I'm behind on just life in general. And so I need to like punish myself in a weird way by doing all this shit. Ugh. Okay. Almost. Just a few more lines. Hopefully this stream ended up being over three average viewers, because if it did, then I should be 3 out of 4 streams that were over an average of 3 viewers, meaning that I would only need one more decent stream with an average viewer rate of over 3 to get affiliate. So hopefully, if things go well, not next stream, but the stream after, I should have channel points, maybe some emotes, stuff like that. I think that's the goal. I think that is the goal. And then we'll keep pushing. The getting partner is going to be really tough, though, I have to say. Because partner, you have to get like 75 or something concurrent viewers. And I've seen people that get 75 concurrent viewers and they still aren't able to get partner. So that one's going to be a little bit tough. That one's not going to happen for a little while, probably, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. That's the fucking meme where it's like, what are you? I was like, I'm gonna Paris. And it's like, what do you do? I do my best. That's cute. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's that frame done. Nice. All right. Let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck me, that took that long to do just that one. I need to work faster. Okay. Well, anyways, maybe it's because I'm tired and hungry as shit right now. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for this stream. It's a little bit more laid back. I feel it was weird because it was like it felt like a little bit less chatting went on. However, there was way more. I noticed way more viewership happening throughout. So it is what it is. But otherwise, yeah, that's gonna do it for now. I'm gonna try to stream again tomorrow. Most likely, I don't know. It's tough because I need to get this project done, so that's why I'm only streaming this recently. But at the same time, I should maybe stream some games at some point so I can make some content from that. But we'll see. At the very least, I'm gonna do my best to try to stream tomorrow. If not, then Friday, or technically tomorrow is Friday, isn't it? Shit. Then Saturday, sure. So we'll try my best. But otherwise, that's gonna do it. My throat hurts, my head hurts, my stomach hurts, everything hurts. Life is pain. And I'm gonna go kill myself. So that's gonna do it. And I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye bye.